Yo, yo, yo.
I'm so mad at you.
Why? Why?
Because you fuck up the audio. You look like a retard. You look like a retard.
That's so funny. Welcome to Pantelis Live, everyone. Welcome to church.
No, that's enough out of you. And you wore red. You saw me wearing red, and you went and changed your goddamn clothes. Welcome, everybody.
That means we're in sync.
To church. It means that you're crazy. That's what it fucking means. You're crazy. Not only are you fucking the soundboard up, you're also insane. Welcome. Pantelis Live here. It is a Sunday. Patreon.com/Pantelis. If you guys weren't aware. Patreon.com/Pantelis. New episode of the podcast is up right now with Gabriel O'Massey and Amr Rez. One of the funnest episodes we've done in a while. We recorded another episode today. Should be up next week with WWE legend Jacques Rougeau and wrestling icon in Montreal, Jeremy Prophet. That one's coming out next week, so check that shit out. Poseidon, let's see who we have in the chat. Who do you think we have?
We've got the Regs.
We've got the Regs.
We've got the Queen of the Gulag.
Him Poseidon. We got Olga. Frank Belmont.
Oh.
We got Kim. We got Mademoiselle Mew. We got Joctopus Prime. Joker's Magnet. Silver and Gold is here.
Oh.
Manoli. Gapes. The Gangster. Sam Francoeur is here. Enzo. Captain YOLO. Gary of the Atlas Tribe. Richard Kish. Everyone is here. Insane Mo. Just Guido Grasso's in the chat because he's bad at work. And instead of focusing on his job, he's here. Spending time with us. Meaning your pizza's going to be late. Jorge's here. Thomas Hemmler's here. Welcome, everyone. Joanie Gagnon is here. Steve O'Clock. Odell son of a bitch is here. That's his name.
Oh, what's his name?
Jean-Phil Tamer is here. Amelie's here. Trey Cool. Caroline. Welcome, everybody. Redneck is here.
Bienvenue, everybody.
Jesse, Melanie Lalonde. Welcome to all of you. So yeah, patreon.com/Pantelis. We had a very, very cool episode with Jacques Rougeau today, I think.
Yeah.
Next week when it comes out, people are going to like that. It'll be up sooner, obviously, for the patrons. But for the general public, you're going to get that shit next week. Hey, Francis. So, Poseidon?
Yes.
We finally got back on stage yesterday.
We?
You were there.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you're part of the team?
I am part of the team, but I didn't.
So why
didn't
you yell out we?
I didn't get out. I didn't get on stage.
You didn't get on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
But you could have. You were there.
Why would I do that?
Why would you do what?
Why would I get on stage?
What are you doing right now? I don't understand. You want to go home? You want me to podcast alone? I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. I don't give a shit.
Why are you getting upset?
Because you're acting weird.
I'm not acting weird.
Hey, Poseidon, we were at a show yesterday. What do you mean? What do you mean I was at a show? What do you mean?
No, I'm doing that thing where I take everything you say literally.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid and annoying, and nobody likes it. I don't know why you're laughing. There's zero entertainment value in it. You're just making me and everyone else angry. It's just stupid. Did you enjoy yourself yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Is that so hard? That was so hard? You had to, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stop.
He's bad at his job both ways, on the technical aspect and behind the microphone. And then he wonders why we keep interviewing new hires. This is why. Steph says you look gay.
Good.
That's very... Steph, that is a homophobic statement. We don't appreciate homophobia around here.
What was it saying? Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Oh, did we?
And then we moved to another joint. And there was
To another joint? What are you talking about?
To another place. You did some stand-up. We had fun there. I went to another place.
Guys, I for real, I don't know if he's having a fucking seizure, an aneurysm. I don't know what it is today. What's wrong with you today? What's wrong? What's going on?
What?
Why are you awkward? You're having trouble speaking. You're panicking. You're making it seem like we fucking robbed a bank or something, and you're hiding all the details. What's going on?
I'm not awkward. I'm just
very awkward.
I'm just saying we had
Poseidon
fun.
looks like he's made of rubber. He's made of something. He's very awkward today. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and I had a lot of fun because I don't know if
I don't know what you don't want to say.
No. If I'm wondering if I'm allowed to say the show at the end of the night.
You're allowed to say what?
Who was there?
No, you're not allowed to say that shit, bro.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay.
Clearly, you did know.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. That's why you're asking.
No, I wasn't sure. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I was allowed or not allowed. But
you're not allowed to say anything.
Okay, but I didn't know that.
You clearly did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. No, he's not tired, bro. He slept till noon.
No, I slept all day yesterday. No, I wasn't sure about that. Okay, never mind. So forget. Yeah, but we had a lot of fun. Thank you.
That's what I deal with.
Let's move on from this topic.
guy's a podcaster. He's a toaster.
Toaster.
Jesus Christ. As he whispers into the mic, if he's allowed to say it. Yeah, it's completely insane. Like IQ of 47.
That's a compliment. That's we're like 33.
On camera, he's whispering on it. I love it. He's whispering like nobody can read his lips on camera.
I should have done that.
It's so stupid though. No, but why would
I should have done the Steve Carell thing. You know when he goes like this, I'm going to kill it like this.
I have no idea.
From The Office.
Jesus.
Right, so how you been? How was?
He's a poo caster. That's what he is. Yeah. How have I been? I've been great, dude. How the fuck have you been? You're having a weird time right now.
No, I'm fine.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah. No, I just wasn't sure about that detail. Now I'm sure. Now I'm good. Now
you're very unprofessional. As well.
Now we can move on from that.
You should have been very sure of that detail. A professional would have been 157% sure of that detail.
Okay.
Yeah. Very amateur hour.
But wasn't how would somebody know without asking though?
What?
How would somebody know without asking?
These are things people get. These are things people know. And if you didn't know and you weren't thinking about it, you wouldn't have even brought it up and asked. You get it? The fact that you had doubts means you knew.
No, I just wasn't sure.
Of
whether you're allowed to talk about that or not.
I'm allowed to talk about anything. No one's holding me accountable. You're not allowed to talk about anything. I can say whatever I want. Who's going to stop me? Do you think Poseidon as a kid was always laughed at? He was. Yeah, he was. He was laughed at, bullied. He basically much like today. Much like what he's living today. It's just that he's more annoying as an adult because now he has no excuse. That's the only difference.
What do you mean?
It's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Jorge is in the chat. I got to read the chat now because you blanked completely. Let's see. Who do we have here? Jorge the Tail. I don't know what that's about. Gapes is saying YOLO. Shea Pare. Insane Mo, Shea Pare closed. There is no more Shea Pare.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have any topics you want to bring up beside? Because
yes.
I can do this. I might as well just do this alone at this point.
Why?
Because you're just sitting there silent.
I thought you were gonna go into the chat. Yeah. Anyways, so I brought up some stories.
Okay.
First of all, do you want to address what the fuck's happening in Ottawa at all?
No,
or? No.
I don't.
But some funny stuff. Dublin Army officer. He was accused of sexual assault.
Okay. How's that? That's hilarious. That does sound like a good one.
No, but hold on. I'm gonna get to the punch in a second. He was accused of sexual assault after a party. Like he was trying to bang like these two female colleagues that were in the military as well, and they were having none of it. And then the next day, he showed up with coupons for website like vouchers, and he tried to apologize by offering them coupons.
What kind of coupons?
Like coupons for like a website to shop at that they can use.
Like an Amazon gift card?
Yeah, type of shit like that.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know, I just found it stupid and funny.
What's next on your list?
Did you see the Tunisian influencers that basically took there's a route that goes from Tunisia to Italy for the migrants that's apparently a very dangerous route, and they took that route on purpose.
Boat.
Yeah, on a boat, and they took that route on purpose to show the dangers of that route, which was a little fucked up. In my opinion, they were taking videos, they were smiling, they're like, "Look, we're on the boat, on the way to Italy," and then they showed that they finally made it and shit, and people were mad at them.
Why are people mad at them? People take that route every day.
No, the people who don't take that route were mad at them. They were saying like, "Oh, they're insensitive. Look, they're."
What's insensitive about it?
I don't know. I mean,
if you're not flying, there's only one other direct way to get from North Africa to Italy.
Yeah, I guess because they kind of did it to, maybe for views, because they're considered influencers. So maybe they did it for views, for clout, or whatever the fuck.
I still don't get what's bad about it. They took a boat to Italy.
Yeah.
Are people upset that they went to Italy?
I think it's because they went illegally. I think that's the whole thing. But people, yeah.
What do you mean they went illegally? Like they made their own boat?
No, it's those boats that they take that the illegal migrants take.
Okay, so you think the boat is the illegal thing?
No, it's not the boat. It's the illegal migrants.
What?
It's the people that go there illegally.
Yeah. Not as tourists.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what's going on here.
I'm just saying people were upset and do that and shit like that.
Shouldn't do what though?
Because they're using a crisis.
Yeah.
to gain clout.
A crisis for who?
The migrant crisis.
But they're not using the migrant crisis.
Yeah, they are. They went on and they recorded it.
But migrants use boats, so I can't use boats anymore.
What? That's not what I said, though.
It is what you said.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. What are they taking advantage of? I don't understand.
There's a migrant crisis, right?
Okay.
People die taking that route, right?
Bro, there's one route. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is if you're leaving by boat, there's one route. It's straight up.
Yeah, I understand.
So people who aren't migrants also take that route. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
How do you know that?
So Syrian refugees fly to Canada.
Yeah.
People who are not Syrian refugees also fly to Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing insensitive about people flying to Canada.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not the insensitive part. That's not what I'm saying. They're saying they're insensitive, the influencers, for using
boat,
the crisis to gain views and popularity.
I just don't understand how they use the crisis if they're taking a boat where they take boats from Tunisia to Italy all the time.
Because they filmed it and shit.
So that's the insensitive. That's what I'm asking you. What's the insensitive part?
I don't know, but people were saying it online.
But you're telling me that's not what I'm saying. That's not what you're saying. So what's the insensitive part? That they filmed it?
No, that they're using this migrant crisis to benefit them.
Yeah, that's what they're using, the migrant crisis.
Yeah.
They're making all their money off migrant crisis.
They're not making the money, but, I guess for clout.
But I just don't understand what is it because they took a smaller boat than a regular boat? Like, what makes it migrant specific?
Because they were all illegals on that boat.
So they went on a boat with a bunch of refugees.
Yeah.
And they filmed it.
Yeah.
That's not at all what you said. You never said that. You said this is what you said. You said a bunch of influencers took the same route, which is a boat to water going straight up from North Africa to Italy. That's what you said.
Yeah, I said they took it with migrants. They were with migrants.
No, you never said they were with migrants. That's what I'm asking. I go, what's exploitive about it if they just took the same route?
Okay, you misunderstood then.
I didn't misunderstood. You didn't say it. Wait, are you saying if you took the same route? So right now I'm taking the same route as a million other people to go somewhere.
They didn't take
They're not in the
route.
car with me. So they didn't take the same route.
They were in the same boat as them.
But you never said that.
No, but I'm saying they recorded. I've been saying that. They recorded themselves with the migrants.
You never said they recorded themselves with the migrants. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You said they're taking advantage of the migrant crisis.
Yeah.
And I said, how are they taking advantage of it?
That also implies...
And you said they took the same route. And I was like, so who gives a shit? Everybody takes that route to go up to Italy.
Okay, but that implies they were in the same boat. Also, I don't have to...
I don't think it does.
Aren't you the one that fucking tells me all the time like some stuff you don't have to imply?
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff you have to imply.
Well, no, because I said they took advantage of it. So how else would they take advantage?
That's what I asked you. I said, what do you mean? How did they take advantage of it? And you said they took the same route. And I said, well, everybody takes the same route. What's the problem with that?
The same route as them, and they filmed it, they took advantage. So
still, even now, the way you said is not what you think you said.
No, but that would imply also that how else would they take advantage of it?
But that's what I asked you.
There's only one way they could take advantage of it.
What way is that?
If they were on the boat with them.
So why didn't you say that?
Because I thought it was implied.
But I even asked you, and you said no. If they weren't on the same boat with the migrants, then how is it taking advantage of them?
But I've been trying to tell you they were on the same boat.
Well, no, you said they took the same route.
Okay, boat, route, whatever, bro. Fuck.
They're two different words. They're two different words. They're two different words. Boat route is the same thing. So I went to Vegas. I could go the same route as you or in the same fucking car as you. Yeah, they're two different things.
Yeah, but if they take the same route, that means it's like a sneakier route, right?
What are you talking about? If you took the same route, it's like a sneakier route. What does that mean? That's a sentence. That's a sentence. This is fucking so stupid. You can't be this dumb.
But if I'm saying they took advantage, they're taking advantage of the migrant crisis,
And that's why we were all in question. We're all questioning the same thing. What do you mean? And then you just kept staring blankly. Because they're taking advantage.
Because I don't know. Just
yeah, Mark's head is hurting. That's what he wrote. Yeah.
Take fucking Tylenol.
Yeah. Don't implies people implies the same. Yeah, it's like this. It's so funny because I told you don't have to say stuff that is implied, and then you're like, perfect. So you just don't say stuff that is not implied.
Yeah, but in my head, I'm trying to figure out how else would they take advantage of the migrant crisis if they're,
But that's what we asked. Everyone's question was,
but it's
how
a little
is this
obvious, no?
It's not obvious at all because if it was obvious, nobody would ask that question.
Okay, maybe it was
This is what
obvious
you
to
said.
me.
You said these Tunisians took the same route that migrants take to, and I was like, what route? You mean to the water? And you're like, yeah, okay, through the water. Oh, okay, well, everybody takes that route because that's how you get from Tunisia. If you're going to go by water, not by plane or go all around from, you're going to go to Italy. Straight up. That's what you're going to do. Everyone's going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, taking advantage of the migrant crisis. It's like, how the fuck does that take it? Everybody who travels every day from Tunisia to Italy is taking advantage of the migrant
but they
crisis.
were in the boat
And then you
with-
just stared at me. You took videos.
Yeah, they took videos on the boat, I said.
Everybody takes videos on the boat. Everyone on the boat, I took videos. Am I taking advantage of some kind of a crisis?
Okay, but with them, they were on
But you didn't. That's the part you omitted.
Okay. I'm sorry that I didn't fucking say with them, with the fucking migrants.
Bro, but that was the most important part.
Look, I left a plot hole. I'm
That's what I'm
sorry.
saying. Yeah, they're very.
They're like a hole in the boat. It just kept leaking.
They're suing this cab driver. Why? He was supposed to take her home. He didn't take her home. So why is he getting sued? He didn't take her home. Well, couldn't you have taken another cab? He didn't take her home. I go, why didn't he take her home? Because he raped her. I thought that was implied. It's like, no, that was not implied. Had we known that, we wouldn't be asking why he's getting sued.
Well, he'd be going to jail.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Speaking of jail,
There's a migraine crisis. Yeah.
I saw something on. I think because you know what it is. I saw something before we got on air. I saw something that pissed me off, but I was also excited to get on air. So I think the combination of that may have.
Are any of these mirror related?
No, go fuck yourself. May have bamboozled me a little bit, but I saw something that really pissed me off. So.
So did I.
You're talking about me?
Yeah.
No, there was so there's all these protests happening in Ottawa and this that.
Really?
Yeah,
didn't
I
hear
don't know
about
if you knew about it, but
I heard about protests happening in Cuba, and I heard that we support their democratic process.
yes,
To protest, and then no government officials there should try to intimidate them. That's what the Canadian government said.
yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
So I got very pissed off because, as you would know, business owners during these protests, they open and they're like, you know what, these people want to get served, we'll serve them. There's a cafe in downtown Ottawa that basically served all the protesters, the truckers.
Only protesters.
But that's the people that were there.
Okay, so these just serve anyone.
So they just opened up, and
protesters
whoever's
went in.
coming in, we serve you.
That's some good business.
Good business, right? They saw an opportunity, they took it. As a business, you gotta, obviously legally, properly, you take advantage to whatever.
Stop it right there. Take advantage. You just need to
No,
take advantage.
no.
Take advantage.
No. So, people were there and they did good business, and
now they froze the accounts of that business.
no, they were trying to arrest the owners.
Who?
The Ottawa police
For what?
for running their business, just for serving the protesters and the truckers.
How do you know who's a protester or not?
That's the first thing.
If you don't have a sign.
Second, how do you arrest somebody for running a business? I don't know who the fuck is coming in. It's like
I
imagine,
gotta speak to a Cuban official to find out.
it's like somebody's a murderer. He's wanted for murder. Comes and eats at your restaurant, and the cops, why'd you serve him? I didn't know a fucking guy murdered people.
No, that's not the same at all because none of these people murdered anyone.
No, obviously, I get it. Yes, yeah, I get it.
Sorry, guys, murder was implied.
No. Murder was not. I used the wrong example. I used the wrong example. But how fucked up is that?
They used the wrong example. It's
No.
super fucked up.
That too. That is a terrible example that I used.
I don't know. I have a feeling that there's part of this that you're missing. There's information you're not giving
I
us.
watched a video. There was a lady cop that pulled her mask on. She was yelling at them to open the door.
But was there any real cops around?
And the business owner was like, "Oh fuck, what am I gonna do?" He was like a little razzle frazzled.
But he didn't do anything illegal. They
No.
were mad that he was housing the enemy.
Yeah, basically.
The final vote in the House of Commons for the evoking of the Emergency Act is tomorrow. I hope the Senate puts a stop to it, Captain Yolo says. We'll see,
I hope
Captain.
so
It's
too.
completely absurd, especially since I found out that the international routes are not blocked anymore. So there really is no reason to have the emergency acts against guys. And I saw an article and I laughed so much. Someone literally went on CTV News and actually said these words. When I saw that there were bouncy castles and hot tubs, that's when I knew, oof, this is getting crazy. This is dangerous. It's like, fuck, man, you got to see some European protests. I think you need to see some Molotov cocktails and gunshots, and then you're going to see what a violent protest is. You saw a hot tub and bouncy castles, and you thought, oh, this is getting out of hand. You fucking crazy.
That's retarded.
Yeah, Christine is back, and she says,
Oh, God.
the owner murdered 5 people, but Poseidon assumes that it was implied. Yeah. Did the owner do anything illegal?
No, he just served coffee. He just served people coffee.
Yeah, well, you can't serve coffee to the second-class citizens.
Yeah.
I love listening to the two of you. I had a horrible day, and now I've been belly laughing for the last 20 minutes. Listen, Caroline, while you belly laugh, I have to suffer. Right? You're fucking laughing at my pain. I'm there. I get angry at this fucking retard's retardation, and then you're sitting there laughing at my misery. You think that's a fair exchange?
You're welcome.
I guess it is a fair exchange.
You're welcome.
That's what we live in. Yeah, what else you got? You got anything fun?
Let's see. Tesla. So Elon Musk.
Look, first of all, are we going to talk about the company or Nicholas?
The company. And Elon Musk.
I'm not interested.
Oh, come on, bro.
All right, just go.
So I was about to say, you know what I was about to say? You fucking threw me off, bro. I was about to say Nikola Tesla, but it's not Nikola Tesla. It's Elon Musk. Anyways, so Elon Musk.
The way you said Nikola Tesla, you almost dropped an N-bomb right there.
Oh, shit.
That was...
I think it'll be taken out of context.
I would have made a mixtape. I would have put you featuring Joe Rogan.
It would have been
Played it down the street.
It would have been crazy fire, though.
Go on.
So, fucking Elon Musk, it does some dope stuff with his cars, right? So he made like a firmware update for his cars where you could play different sounds for pedestrians or for honking, and you could do different stuff.
Move, bitch, get out the way.
You could update yourself and add your own sounds.
I like where this is going.
And there has been a girl that owns a Tesla, and she put that song. She put "Move, bitch, get out the way."
Good.
Yeah, so there's that too. But Tesla released their own like sound catalog that you can choose from. Which there's a goat sound. There's a fart
goat sound.
Yeah, bah, basically.
Oh, it's all Taylor Swift shit.
Yeah. There's or the yelling, maybe the yelling goats. There's fart sounds. There's
anyways, you don't have to go through every sound.
Yeah. So there's quite a few
That's
sounds.
implied that you could do any sound. Go on.
But there's an organization that's basically that put a recall on all these cars to remove these two specific sounds: the goat sounds and the fucking fart sounds.
Just two.
Just two. Those two.
So the goat sound's gone, but if I want a cow sound, that's cool.
Yes, which is fucking weird. Or you can have a fanfare playing.
Is it because, and guys, correct me if I'm wrong, is it because the goat sound is too similar, just thinking of goats, is too similar to the sheep sound, and we did not want to offend the masses of the population?
That's a good one.
Is that what it is?
It's a very good
We didn't want to offend
I like that a lot.
our boys. Go on.
So that's what happened. So he's upset, and he's like, he's calling them, "Oh, you're the fun police. Who the fuck are you?" And he's very upset online.
Gary Atlas says, FYI, and this is coming from Gary Atlas, so take it with a grain of salt. Changing the sound of a car horn is illegal.
It's not. I don't think it is.
Gary, you've come head to head with the intellectual known as Poseidon. And he says, no, it isn't. Then Gary comes back and says, legally speaking, a car horn has to sound like a car horn to avoid confusion. Then, Gary, you have just outed yourself because then your previous statement is wrong. You could change the sound of a car horn as long as it still sounds like a car horn. Touche.
And how do we know? And that doesn't make sense because there's also different sounds to car horns. You know, it's like some cars it's like, ee. Some cars it's like, you know? So like there's different degrees to it too, you know?
Both of those sounded like you were speaking with your family. What's the sounds again?
Like it's like a smaller car, like a Honda Civic.
Yeah, what's the sound of a Honda Civic's horn?
Like a Honda Civic will go, ee, you know?
Oh, that's how. It's just Honda Civic sounds like you're forcing something into it. Okay. Okay, that's okay. And how does a Land Rover?
Land Rover, fuck, I don't know. These bastards never honk. It's true. They never do. They just fucking cut you off.
What about a truck? Do a truck honk like happening in Ottawa. Do one of those.
Oh, like one of those?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna look like a retard.
Oh yeah, that's gonna make it. Yeah. That's what's gonna break that straw. That's just you making a regular statement.
Like bigger, like pickup trucks.
Gary says there are, and he capitalized "are," legal guidelines to car horns, including music sheets. Not joking.
Sorry, what?
He said he's not joking.
About
the fact that there are legal sheets, legalities regarding car horns.
Okay, so
car hornage.
So like different types of music notes.
What?
Different types of like notes. He said
with different types of notes.
Okay, what about this? What about this? This was legal. People were doing it. There was never an issue. People, you know that sound that goes, oh yeah. People will put that.
I've never heard that in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, they use it as a sound on TikTok.
That is absurd. That is a lie. You made that up.
Or you know the do you remember the famous sound of the porn star getting banged?
The famous sound of the porn star getting
No,
banged.
like it would be that sound would be used in like videos like where like watch me throw this rock down the dam,
Okay.
and then right before it gets to the end, it goes like moaning and shit, and you're like, and your volume's super loud, and you're like, motherfucker, you're in public.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so like some people use that sound, so that's technically honking. They're like moaning and shit. Kind of sounds like a honk.
That does not sound like a honk.
Or what if you put like a quacking noise, like ducks quacking and shit, like really loud? Are you allowed?
According to what we're saying, no, you're not, because it's not a car horn.
But
People need to know that it's a car horn. So if you hear it, you have to move out of the way or whatever. If you're driving here, you're not gonna think. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Who's getting like? You're not gonna know that there's danger ahead. You idiot. If I'm fucking driving and I hear fart noises, all I'm gonna do is throw you out of the car. I'm not gonna know that someone behind me was giving me a signal. I feel like he's loading.
Oh, this is funny.
What else you got for me?
What else? Yo,
Uh-oh.
new scent dropping in Idaho.
50 Cent?
No, like a scent, like scent.
Okay, yeah, thank you for that.
I'm laughing at
Oh, de buffoon. What is it?
I'm laughing at your reaction to everything. You just seem so annoyed. It's making me laugh. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't just seem it.
So there's a company that's releasing a French fry scented perfume in Idaho.
I like it. I like it.
What do you think about it?
Why fuck your cousin when you could fuck a McDonald's French fry? I get it.
Well, no, because there's been a report that 90% of the people that they did a poll on find the smell of French fries erotic.
90%.
90%.
So how do we know that they didn't just poll 10 people outside of McDonald's parking lot? That could literally be the poll.
It could be, yeah.
Because I'll tell you something right now.
Hold on, I have the story. I'm going to bring
That's
it up.
not going to make me hard.
Yeah, obviously not. It's going to make me hungry. But then you could associate hunger, like if you're horny and hungry, you know what I mean?
That's a you thing.
You could eat your partner out. Smells like fries.
That's a you.
Or, you
That's
know,
a you thing.
or like,
Oh, really? That's the kind of girl? She smells like fucking old French fries? You're like,
not old
yeah,
French
there's
fries.
nothing wrong with that.
Not old French, or nouveau French
Yeah,
fries.
if your girlfriend's
Fresh
twat
fries.
smells like French fries, bro, you have a problem. She has a problem.
Yeah, that's true. Oh shit! So there's that. I thought it was kind of
It's
cool.
not normal, bro.
Because like, imagine walking into places smelling like French fries all the time. People will be confused all the time.
People will be on the same page. You're dirty.
No, but apparently it smells like fresh French fries. You know?
Yeah, but you smell like them. If you smell like them, it's the problem. It's like, dude, what do you do? You live next to a grill. What do you,
Maybe I do.
yeah.
Oh shit! So yeah, that's another story I brought up that I thought was
Yeah, you said you were gonna read something from it.
was funny. Oh no, I'm trying to search up the fucking story, but I can't. I don't know where I found it. Was it
Some
on
were
fucking-
stupid.
Yeah, it was definitely stupid. Yeah. Oh, I found it. Okay. The Idaho Potato Commission, a government body we can all get behind, has decided that the food of
Did you see
love.
the Government Potato Commission?
Yep.
Okay, so this is a fake
The Idaho
article.
Potato Commission
Okay.
has decided that the food of love is not music, but well, food, specifically French fries.
The food of love is not music.
Yeah.
So for a long period of time, we had all decided the food of love is music.
Apparently,
Music
don't
was
know.
a food.
I was not informed of this
Okay.
decision. So, anyways, it's called.
Wouldn't music be the sound of love?
Yes, but they're trying to say like, you know how like music could be like food for the soul type of shit. They're trying to
didn't
say it like that, but it's a little bit weird. Friet by Idaho is the latest must-have perfume on the market. And as you might have already guessed, the manufacturers didn't go with a traditional scent. The French fry scented perfume was created after a survey found that 90% of Americans find the smell of fries irresistible.
Okay.
Irresistible, not erotic.
Guys,
Sorry,
this is what bothers me. Read that again. That's how you know they're lying.
Okay.
90% of Americans. You guys believe that they surveyed 100% of the United States of America to find out that 90% of America... Dude, no one received this survey. 8 homeless people signed up for that survey. And they're fries. Like,
it's irresistible. Yeah, because they're fucking hungry all the time, bro.
Bro, that is nonsense. Captain Yolo dropped a $5 in the chat.
Yo, what are you saying?
He says, you need to do your next sponsorship deal with Dr. Squash Soap. I don't know what that is. 2 comedians do their ads with them, and they're super receptive / fun on social media. I don't know what the fuck that is, Captain Yolo. I've never heard of it. Never heard of them.
We're going to search it up.
We'll search it up.
But yeah, so there's that. There's Bristol University that's unrelated, by the way. Mm-hmm. They've released kind of like a guide to pronouns. So now you can identify as a cat gender. And like
couldn't you always identify as whatever the fuck you want? Isn't
but now there's terms for it. Like, so if you identify as a cat,
yeah,
the term is, you know how it's they, them? Yeah. Now for a cat, it's nia, nyan.
Interesting.
Or ni, nyan. Some bullshit like that. Like the Nyan cat, you know, that rainbow cat that everyone was freaking out about at some point, which I didn't fucking understand why. Yeah. So that's the and they've released a complete guide to pronouns. So it's...
I have a pronoun.
Yeah.
My own pronoun for everyone that follows that guide. I identify as annoyed. And I don't want to hear it. That's what I identify as. Please respect that.
So yeah, so it's making less and less sense. You can even identify as an emoji now.
Yeah. I identify as...
the fuck you emoji.
There's a fuck you emoji?
Yeah, you can identify as any emoji.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm an eggplant.
Oh. That's a good one.
I'm the eggplant.
Identify as this emoji.
The white power one?
No. No, you know when you put it below the waist and somebody sees it? And
bro, I listened to Ocasio-Cortez. She said that's white power. And then she repeatedly did it.
Yeah, but she doesn't know what's going on in the world because she's flying first class. She's disconnected from Texas.
Why do people say that that's a... By the way, I'm not going to sit here and support her. She's not smart, but she's not... Like, why is she not allowed to fly whatever class she wants to fly? If she paid for the ticket, what the fuck does everybody care? I don't know why that was in the New York Post today.
Oh, no,
I saw it in my Twitter this morning, and I was actually annoyed. I go, what the fuck do you care? Ocasio-Cortez flies from Texas to New York in first class. So fucking what? Your problem should have been the fact that she went to Texas and Florida after talking so much shit, but that's where she goes to vacation. That makes sense.
That too?
That makes sense. But to fly she paid for the fucking ticket. What do you care?
I think the reason why people are annoyed, to be honest, I saw it. I didn't give a fuck either. But I'm trying to go with the logic of people here. I think
illogical.
I think they're annoyed at the fact that she keeps speaking anti-capitalist and all this shit. And
it doesn't matter. She's gonna fly. It's up to her. She wants to pay the money. It's up to her.
Yeah, I know.
That I find stupid. But the fact that she's a hypocrite, there they could call her out on it.
Yeah.
Like the Florida sucks, it's dangerous, Texas, all that, and that's where she keeps going because every other place sucks. So that call her out on it. But how she flew, what the fuck do you care? No. I feel like there's a bit of jealousy in that. It's like, why is she first class? Why am I not? That's what I think it is.
Also, maybe if she...
And I don't like her. I'm just, that's the truth. It's just weird that they do that. The fuck do you care? That's what you care, that she flew first class. Fucking Bernie Sanders flew on Epstein's plane.
Yeah.
That's something. You fucking idiot.
Yo, seriously. Yeah. No one's talking about that. People should be outraged at that.
Yeah, people should be outraged that, let's see, her parents are in Florida, Christine says. That's why she was in Texas. You do with that information whatever you will.
But that doesn't make sense. It's two different states.
It doesn't need to make sense.
They're separated by two other states in between also.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Fake news. Fake news. Fake news.
Jesus Christ. What are they? Bro, but imagine. Oh my fucking God, what a cunt, bro. Imagine like the what's the word I'm looking for? Like that, I feel like that's a bit of an arrogant response. Like, why were you in Florida? Like, why were you in Texas? Like, my parents are there. Like, no one's gonna question.
She didn't say that. Christine brought that up in the chat. She never. Ocasio-Cortez has not responded to why she flew first class, and she doesn't need to respond on why she flew first class because as long as she didn't steal the ticket, well, she didn't do anything wrong.
I understood. Because I thought you read it like a statement.
Yeah, no, Christine says she only mentioned Florida, her parents there, because we mentioned that she was going to Florida. So she says the reason why she goes to Florida is that for her parents. Okay. That's the only reason she's in Florida.
And she saw her parents?
I don't know what the fuck she did. Probably her parents are there. Who gives a shit? But yeah, of course you could call out Ocasio-Cortez. Ocasio-Cortez was talking about how everyone has to wear masks, all that stuff in New York. And then when she went to Florida, where she could if she wants to, when she's given the choice, she doesn't do that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. So there you could call her out. But the goddamn fucking plane thing bothers me because what do you care? Are you paying for it? If you're not paying for it, fuck you.
Yeah,
if she didn't steal it, if she beat up an old lady and took her plane seat, different story. But
if it's not the taxpayers, we shouldn't give a fuck about it.
Yeah. There you go. Now you're talking, Poseidon.
It's funny. People are outraged at that. They should be outraged at fucking.
I don't know who's outraged at that. You're outraged at that.
No, people online, bro. I'm not outraged. I don't give a fuck. People should be outraged at how Trudeau has been spending taxpayers' money.
Yeah, he did fuck around a lot. Yeah.
You know.
But he's Teflon.
That's crazy to me, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Somebody that fucked around that much purposely.
Well, just like he is with corruption, Trump was Teflon with Twitter and all that shit. Nothing was. Do you remember that? Trump was Teflon too. Yeah. They all have their own corruption. He wouldn't be able to do it. They would have buried him because of the news and shit. But Trump, the shit that he was saying on Twitter and all that, which was funny for us, it was hilarious. No one else could get away with that. One tweet like that from Trudeau, he's done. Like Trudeau could get away with corruption because he has the people, but he can't go on Twitter and tell someone you're a retard. He can't get away with that.
Yeah.
So everyone has their little strengths and weaknesses. Yeah.
What's my strength?
You don't have strengths. Actually, you have one strength.
What is it?
Just overall retard strength.
What was I gonna say? Yo, but it's crazy. Like apparently, look, I don't know how real all this is. This is shit I keep seeing online, but apparently they brought in the UN military into Canada. It's already at the Ottawa airport. There's a plane that says United Nations.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I have no clue.
Doesn't make sense. We have our own.
I have no clue.
We're acting like a third world country, but we're not a third world country. We have resources.
But I think because they're saying how is he able to enforce this shit, and I think people are saying because
cops are doing it. I saw leaked stuff yesterday. They were showing like messages between cops that went down there. They're all happy about it, and there's a lot of people that are for this. That's what you don't understand. You think that you see something and you're like, oh, I'm against it, so everyone's against it. There's a lot of people that are for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sad to see.
The only people that should be for it are the people that are their daily lives is like broken, because there you understand why they're angry, right? Like if you can't get to work because you're blocked because of traffic or you can't sleep, I get why you'd be mad. But to have people in other cities be like, yeah, you know what? Go punch that old lady in the face. Go trample her with a horse. That to me is crazy. That's
insane.
Yeah,
that's insane. Because if this were like another type of protest, like an Antifa protest example, you know,
Kiefer said that there's videos out there of a UN plane in northern Ontario.
Yeah, that's the videos I saw.
That's weird.
You know, had this been something that aligns with their agenda, you know, people would have been like, all cops are bastards. You know, where's that group? Where's that group that was like, all cops are bastards?
Oh, they're for the cops now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Are you telling me that there is hypocrisy afoot?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Absurd. Absurd, Poseidon. Fake news. There's too much fake news coming out of this podcast.
Oh, shit. But we're talking about Trump.
Were we?
Yeah. I think my favorite moment from him, because you set up on Twitter, you could call people retards and shit. I think my favorite moment from him is at the debates, the 2019 debates versus...
Hillary Clinton?
No. Versus Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah. What did he say? I can't remember any of this shit.
My favorite part is at the debates when he was describing the pollution in India and China. Do you remember that?
No.
We live streamed, so we have it.
I don't remember though.
Oh, bro, our and the way he said it, bro, it was like, look at India, because we're talking about like climate change and everything. Oh, we're not the issue here. Look at India, filthy, you know. But you got to do it with a Trump voice. And then look at China, filthy.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I think for me,
filthy.
Yeah, I think for me that was at least in the top 5 moments of
Trumpisms.
Trumpisms.
Yeah, he's had some funny moments.
Yeah. Another one would be when he's doing the debates with Clinton, and then she said something, and he cuts her off and goes, "Because you'd be in jail."
Yeah, he's had his moments.
Yeah,
he's had his moments.
He's had some good moments.
Yeah, Biden doesn't have any good sound bites. Biden, he's a little lost. He's like all over the place.
Yeah, it's at first it was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was funny in the beginning, but now I'm like
sad now.
It's sad. Like I don't want to make fun of it. Like I can't. It's more like that's not good, bro.
Yeah, it's sad because you're seeing the leader.
But that again goes to what people were saying. They were saying you need younger representation. You got to, instead of putting, because it's always a minimum in most countries. You have to be X amount of years old before you could get into running for the leadership. It should be the opposite. There should be a cap. No, now you're too old.
Yeah,
it's kind of like your driver's license.
Yeah,
you get too old, they gotta test you.
Yeah.
You can't just fucking go out there and hit someone. Same thing with politics. I think you need to be. I think you should be in your 40s, probably 30s, 40s. I don't think that should be a rule. I think it should be open. If you get the votes and you're qualified, go for it.
If you get the votes and you're qualified and you're actually there, like you could be 60 but still be like.
Because they keep pushing 60-year-olds, I feel like there should be a max age, and you should push younger professionals, doctors, people that are in that work.
People who are more in touch with current society.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
You should have like middle-aged. Like people have experience in each field. So you should have, for like education, you should have actual teachers that have been doing it for 10 to 12 years. So they're still young, but they've been doing it long enough to know where the problems are and what you need. Same thing with hospitals, right? For healthcare. Instead of getting some random guy that you appointed, you get someone who's been in there long enough and understands high enough to know where the problems are to see if they could help. So that's like when you want in the military. Like they were making fun of if they go to war, and they were showing Russia's defense minister. And then they were showing like Finland and all them. It's all these random ladies that they're like in their 30s. They have no experience. And then his is some group fucking psychopath. Looks like he's a Mongolian, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, you need the right person
for that
position.
Yeah, exactly. No, I get it. 100%. And the teachers, it would be beneficial because they wouldn't be as corruptible as our regular politicians.
Everyone's corruptible, but it would be beneficial because you have the right person that hopefully with their experience would help. Because right now, if you have someone that doesn't really care about it, like you had that guy, what's his name, Gilbo here, like that pro-censorship guy that is trying to pass that bill to censor the internet so that me and you can't be here and all that stuff, because we have to get regulated by the Canadian fucking regulatory body. They want to create a new
CRTC.
one. They want to create a new one for the internet.
Yeah.
So anyways, that guy's the opposite of free speech.
100%.
He shouldn't be regulating art.
Nope.
You shouldn't be talking about any of this shit.
Nope.
But he's the wrong guy. That's why there's friction. Let's see. Gary says, I don't think there should be an age limit. A cognitive test, however, might be a good idea. Here's the thing, Gary. As you know, politicians, they cheat. They lie. They steal. So they can easily, dude, they were lying about Biden the whole time when people in the party were coming out and saying like, he's lost, he's old. They kept covering it up. Like, this fake news. Yeah. And then you just see him in interviews. Like, we got the Disneyland armadillo. Hi, Mom. You're like, what the fuck's he talking about? None of this shit makes sense.
Keeps tripping upstairs.
Yeah. First of all, he told us that we'd be at war with the Russians in 6 days ago.
Yeah. But apparently it was blown way out of proportion.
Yeah. And the countries around, apparently Poland and some other, because people were living normally, they're like, yeah, we live here. We get our news from here and we see what the Americans are saying. Yeah, we didn't suffer any of the shit he was saying. Like, we knew that this was not going to pop off.
Thank God we haven't reached like 1984 levels yet, where you can't see like other countries, where you can see.
Oh, you mean because of the internet?
Yeah, exactly. You know?
Oh, dude, if you can, if they block the internet, like they go down that route. But I don't know. I got that book from Carl Schwab, the Great Reset, post COVID-19. Reading it, I gotta know what this guy's up to. Since he said some weird shit this week. Like, I saw that video about how, even if the leader isn't one of our guys in the WEF, we've penetrated their departments. Like here, they penetrated Trudeau's cabinet and all that shit. And I was like, that's a weird thing to have the balls to say. I penetrated their cabinet, so my ideology goes there. Because that's no longer a debate. Because that's the argument I had with George yesterday via text. Because I go, it's kind of a cult. He's like, it's not a cult. They're just smart or influential people getting together and discussing things. And I was like, yeah, that would be fine if they were actually discussing things. Like, for example, all right, this is a good idea, this is a bad idea, let's move forward. That's not what they're doing. An old man has a book, like a religion, and he's like, this is what we're going to do. This is the fourth industrial revolution. What do we all need to do to make sure this happens? That's not a discussion. Yeah. A discussion would be like, look, that's bad. I see what you wrote in there. That's not going to work. This doesn't work with my culture, my country. Now, it doesn't matter what culture, your country, your norms don't matter at all. Fit into this mold. That's a cult.
Yeah.
That's a non-violent, so far, cult.
So far. Yeah, or that we know of.
Yeah. Anyways, that when I saw that shit, I was like, guys, like, what the fuck? Like, I understand the whole theory of, well, they're all prominent people, or they're young and they end up being prominent. That's fine, but you have to have a discussion, change stuff. Not this book that was written, 2017, we're all going towards it, and this is what we have to go towards. It's like, no, why? How about you discuss shit? The country here works differently than India. India works differently than Greece. There's still nuance to every fucking country.
Yeah. Different cultures.
Yeah, different cultures you have to take into consideration.
No.
Yeah, so I don't like that shit. Let's see. Truth Social, Donald Trump's Twitter-like social media platform, will launch in the App Store on February 21st, according to fucking Truth Social. What a stupid name.
Yeah, I don't like the name either.
Truth Social. I hate it now. Like, everything has to be like news related.
Yeah. That's what happens when the media, the mainstream media, gets so fucking corrupt.
Oh, King Nasty just got hired as a video game tester.
Oh, congratulations.
Good job, King. Go, King, go.
Oh.
Yeah. Good luck. You're going to be able to climb that autistic ladder.
Yeah.
We infiltrated his cabinet. Might be some kind of code for I had sex with Trudeau. No, it wasn't code. It wasn't code.
That's funny, though.
Yeah. He's not banging Trudeau. It's just shit like that fucking bugs me.
No.
That should be a problem.
That's fucked up, though, that he can say that openly and no repercussions. That's treasonous shit. Because aren't your interests as prime minister
it's supposed to supersede any other international bodies that you're part of. Yeah, I know, but you can't. You can argue. I argued with George. You can argue day and night. People are always going to find excuses, but they have to. They got to get educated. They got to learn. There's always an excuse, even though on paper technically it should be illegal.
So if it is, why don't you? And you're that confident that this is the better solution.
Why is it behind closed doors
for humanity? No, why don't you throw it in there and let it compete with other ideologies?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
you understand? Like a free market. Be
secretive. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Why don't you, if you're so confident? But the thing is, they know people don't like that shit. That's why they gotta force it like this. You understand? Because they know people won't go for it.
Don't make Poseidon talk about Elden Ring. He's going to ruin it. Did it come out yet?
No, 5 days.
Oh shit. How do you feel?
Very excited. I watched the trailer, like the final cut trailer, like that explains everything.
How does it look?
Well, he's looking very good.
Oh, you're that excited, huh? There's the new Horizon game.
One thing I didn't like about though, I feel like the monsters, something's off about them.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I feel like they went like some of them, like there's a very normal like looking monsters, normal. But like I feel like some stuff they went a little too wacky with. It's something like I'm looking at. I don't know if it's because the trailer was cutting really quick or whatever. But like some stuff was like this is a little.
All the real monsters are in my mind.
Yeah.
I want to play the new Horizon. I played the old Horizon. I like Horizon.
I bought it, the old one.
The old one?
Yeah, like $10.
Recently?
Yeah.
Have you played it?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, Ghost of
the Penis. Yeah.
No, but I like the first game. It's fucking cool. It has all kinds of little shit that I like. I like the graphics, I like the character. The main character, I like her. It's fun, and the new one looks fucking good. I found out like from the developers that they actually on the PS5 they slowed down the loading times because the loading times are too fast.
No way.
Yeah, because normally between like certain loadings they'll give you some info, but they go this shit's loading too fast, so we got to slow down the loading so that people can read what's happening.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So it's really optimized.
Fuck, eh?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so I'm more excited about that.
Yeah, no, Elden Ring, I love the Dark Souls franchise. I think I beat Dark Souls 3 like 5 times.
I think I have to get an SSD for the PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking memory. Games are too big.
I had one that was
some bullshit.
I had one that was 2 terabytes.
No, an SSD.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I feel you.
Oh, you feel me? Because you know how much a compatible SSD that's 2 terabytes would cost for the PS5?
Like $500.
Yeah, 5 something, 6.
No, I was on the
for 2 terabytes. Yeah,
that's
1
expensive.
terabyte's like $250. It's too much, bro.
Yeah,
you could buy for 2 terabytes. Bro. You could buy a whole new console.
Yeah, seriously, that's a little bit expensive.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Which, by the way, buying a whole new console, I keep getting like I have notifications turned on.
Yeah.
But like sometimes I don't get the fucking notifications for when it's on sale for the PlayStation 5.
Okay.
And then I go and check the Twitter page, posted 10 hours ago. This is the link to buy one.
I gotta ask some criminals to get me some fucking hot SSDs like that are compatible.
Yeah.
This is not gonna work.
Do you think it's because of the chip shortage?
No, I think these new SSDs and shit are because they're so fast. They're expensive because it's new tech.
Yeah.
So even without the chip shortage, I think they would still be.
It would still be as expensive, but like I'll give you an example. Used cars, the used car market has gone up 30 something percent. I think 36% up in value, which is fucking crazy.
What? Repeat that.
So the used car market, the value of a used car has gone up by 36% because of the chip shortage, which is crazy. So like, let's say a dealer that was selling a car for 20 grand.
Yeah.
Let's say he bought it for 12 grand because they like to fuck people over like that. Not everyone. There's some good dealerships out there that, they give you a good value and this, that, so let's say they buy it at that. Now they're making profit on profit because it just jumped up by 36%. So it just got another 5-6 grand boost on nothing. So now whoever's buying cars now, dealers are making stupid money. So there's like a bubble that's apparently supposed to burst.
So should I sell my used car? This is my time, is what you're saying.
I think so. Yeah, I think this is the best time to sell a used car.
Sell my car. And
they're making crazy profits.
I need the Western Digital SN850.
What is that?
So SSD.
Okay.
That's the one that you put in the PS5. So I gotta find a criminal who has some of those on the cheap.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, but they're very specific. Criminals don't normally have shit like that
for the PS5.
Yeah. Well, I guess for any other compatible, but
hold on, can't you use any?
Oh, it's internal. There's no external. External, you can't load games.
What?
The PS5.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it needs to run. It won't run on a hard drive. It needs to run on the specific SSD.
Also, what you were able to do with the PS4, you can no longer do it.
You could with PS4 games on the PS5 because they could run off that, but PS5 games can't run off the HDD. It's too slow.
Oh, I see what you mean. But can you get an external SSD or they don't exist?
Not at that speed because it goes through the USB port, so it won't be fast enough. It needs to be.
It needs to be internal.
Yeah. So, but there's a slot for it. It's ready to expand.
Okay.
Expensive.
Okay, so they added it.
What do you mean? Yeah,
like Sony added it, like an extra slot, basically. Inside.
Yeah, they didn't add it. It's there. It's already there when you buy it. There's an extra slot for it, so you can upgrade. But it's just that they're expensive.
No. Fuck. Games are getting big, bro. Like fucking. Some of them are uselessly big though. Like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is like 120 gigs.
Call of Duty, and fucking NBA 2K. It's all shitty code.
Yeah.
I know a place, but they're in Paris, and you'll have to pay for shipping. But Gary, is it worth it? Is it going to be that much cheaper where I could just pay for shipping?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the big fucking
That's
problem.
the question.
Which I doubt it.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get this kind of shit. But yeah, and then there's the new wrestling game coming out now. There's new games finally starting to come out now.
Yeah.
Because there was a little while was a lull. There's nothing coming out.
Do you think because they're gearing up for another like restock?
Referendum?
No, another restock of the PlayStation 5s and shit? So you think they were kind of holding off on some games, now they're releasing more and more games?
One of the dumbest things you ever said in your life.
Really?
100%.
Why?
Because none of these games are made by Sony. And has nothing to do with the restock.
No, but they still got to work with Sony, right?
Think about what you're saying.
Yeah, I see.
Think about how dumb that is. Bro, you think they were holding out on the bread? Because that new grocery store wasn't made yet? It wasn't available yet? No, they're still making bread. They're giving it to whoever they can. The bread's going to be made. It has nothing to do with the grocery store.
No, because I've been seeing a lot of like PS4 and PS5 versions included.
Yeah.
You know?
What does that change?
I'm just saying maybe some companies, they want to do more sales on the PS5. So they've kind of been holding off, waiting till it restocks a little bit.
No, because then you make less money. When your game is hot, your game's ready to come out, that's when the game comes out.
Yeah, that's true.
When hype is and also you're already making, if it's a free upgrade, how are you making more money?
No, but if you don't want to make two versions, like PS4 and PS5, if you just want to make a PS5 version.
You just make a PS5 version. You're not going to make a PS5 version at the last minute. And no one's doing that. No one's making just PS5 versions. It's so dumb. You already have such a base of consoles on the PS4. There's millions. It's one of the most selling consoles. They have so many. They have a giant user base.
Yeah, that's true.
Why would you want to make less money?
Yeah.
So again, explain your theory.
Well, no, because you'd wait till people buy. Let's say everyone that owns a PS4, right? Let's say all these people upgrade to a PS5.
But you can't say that because there's no console where that happens. Not every single person that has a PS4 is gonna get a PS5.
That's true.
And it doesn't make sense because they make 2 versions. They're all backwards compatible now. There's one PS4.
Yeah, that's
one
true.
PS5.
That's true. I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, forget what I said.
I don't know. Gary, send me a message. Let me know.
Yeah.
He's trying to get me one of those SSDs from Paris.
From Paris?
I don't trust him though. I don't buy a lot of Algerian things. It's too far. Amazon, my package is safe. Even if it doesn't come in, I'll get my money back. You feel me?
Yeah.
Algeria, who the fuck knows? It's too far. I want things to come on trucks. By the way, I've been ordering shit like crazy.
Yeah?
Nothing's been delayed.
Like what?
Anything I order has not been delayed. Amazon, different companies, nothing's been delayed.
Yeah, eh?
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Who's driving these trucks? I don't understand. How many trucks do we have available?
Quite a lot.
I thought everything was going to be delayed.
Yeah. Maybe, you know what I think happens? I think there's like the base of organizers that stay there in downtown Ottawa. They stay there
but
week in, week out.
In general, they were telling us in the beginning, this is going to cause a crisis. You should hate these truckers. You're not going to get your items. And I've never noticed a slowdown.
Yeah, but maybe they're much more organized.
That's what I'm saying. Which I'm saying that it was fake news. They were trying to scare us.
100%. So but the way I think it could have happened, if let's say a lot of truckers are still going, I think the way it happens is they have their base that stayed there and blocked everything off. And then there's other truckers that take off for the week. They work. They work. They get shit running around the country.
They get shit done.
While the base is still there blocking the main, and they just come back every weekend. You feel me, dog?
Yeah.
Which would make sense.
So Christine says there was only 50 trucks in Ottawa during the height of this.
Yeah, that's not true.
I don't think that's true.
That's not true. The convoy was longer than 75 kilometers. Bro, in some videos, you couldn't count
the amount of trucks?
The amount of trucks, bro. You were like, this is way too many trucks to count.
Yeah, no, I have like hundreds of hours of like Viva down there with cameras and shit. There was more than 50 trucks.
Yeah. Fake news. This is, again.
That is fake news. That I could guarantee is fake news.
That's fake news.
Unless she means on a specific block, I don't know, but.
But anyways, what does Christine care what a white male says? White Canadian male says.
That's what they were told. Oh, that's what they towed. Oh, they towed 50 trucks.
Oh, they towed. Okay, so that changes everything. Okay. Yeah. They towed 50 trucks.
They might have towed 50 trucks over the weekend. Yeah, they towed a lot of trucks. I don't know how you tow a truck.
Well, you get
it has to be a small one, no? Because how the fuck do you tow?
Well, no, you get a tow truck for trucks.
Oh, that's what it is.
There's specific tow trucks.
And then what if you want to tow that one?
Then you're fucked, bro.
She says there was 80 something total trucks. You mean in the entire
that's not
protest? No, bro. The convoy wasn't it?
Yeah, that was not just the convoy, but videos we saw from downtown Ottawa was insane, bro. It was like blocks and blocks and people walking through trucks.
Dominic asks, WEF, please talk about that. Dominic, the thing is, I'm not well versed. I'm reading the book right now. I'm reading the Great Reset from that Schwab caricature, just to get a little recap on what he's thinking. I'm not super well versed talking about it. The only thing I could say is the videos that are online now of shit that he said are 100% problematic for any free country. But here, the way they're making it seem is that that's just par for the course. It's normal to have someone say that, even people that don't agree with me, I've penetrated their cabinets and it's our vision for the future that we're going to push. That's fucking scary because it shouldn't be your vision. I don't know you. You're not part of this fucking country. It should be the people of every country that decide what their specific future is and what goes with their culture and what goes with their norms and what helps them prosper, not what helps your idea propagate. It's what helps them prosper. So I don't like that kind of shit. To me, that's fucked up. But what's weird is that this is all shit that you would hear about like 10, 15 years ago, hardcore conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
So the fact that now it's like, that's why I feel like I get tired of hearing, I'm like, this is fucking real life now. Like the conspiracy theories are the real life now.
No.
You know? And now the social credit system, it wasn't even that long ago that we had mentioned it.
Yeah.
And people were still saying that's conspiracy. Apparently it's not. Even in it's happening now in China, but I mean, even in our world, that's what they're pushing for.
Yeah, that's fucked.
In Britain, they're trying to push for that too. They're saying, we're taking down the passport, whatever, but you have to move to your digital ID so we can have everything. Look, and I guarantee you, there's going to be a lot of people that are for it. That's the other issue that you have. You have a lot of people that are like, this is amazing.
No.
I get to fucking rate people. This is awesome.
That's weird, bro. Why would you have that instinct?
You're telling me fucking Todd, I could rate him so that he can't get a mortgage. This is great.
That's insane. That's psychopath society, by the way. You can rate somebody's services. Like somebody has a business, somebody offers you something, you can rate the experience. That is understandable. You paid for something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But to rate a person, could you imagine you didn't like somebody's face? 1 star.
Yeah, but that's what they're saying. It's very dangerous to do that.
That's psychopathic, bro.
Yeah, you get people now that try to sabotage other people. Like there's chicks that don't like other chicks, and then they'll call the workplace and they'll say shit, you know. And so imagine with this kind of system.
This happened to me, bro. This happened to me do you remember by an old employer? Somebody, they didn't like what I was doing outside of work.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
This happened to me, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Are we insane as a society?
Yeah.
Like, that's super fucking dangerous. That's incredibly dangerous.
You know, people, it's Animal Farm. I've come to terms with it. That's why I'm just like, tired. Like, if you don't, who am I to tell people watch out or what? Look, if it makes sense to you and it's normal, more power to you. But it's completely absurd. It's completely absurd. Like, to give away your freedom and then to always just say, well, what's the point? Why do I need that freedom? It's better. And it's like, because you're a human being.
Yeah.
That's why you would need that freedom.
But you know what's crazy is when people realize it, when people finally realize it, they won't even be able to speak out about it. They'll only realize it internally. They'll be able to express it internally only.
And they're going to cry.
And they're going to, Not even, because if they cry, they'll get caught.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Somebody will see them crying. Why are you crying, bro?
Well, I'll give you I've spoken about this on another podcast. Because it sounds on a... just on face value, all you hear is convenience. You hear digital ID. You're like, oh, fuck yeah, everything in one digital thing. It's so easy. Why would I need to have 50 cards? That sounds amazing, right?
No.
It's everything that comes along with it. The biggest thing is the social credit thing. That's the worst thing.
No.
All your stuff, you fuck up on something, it affects everything.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, you have bad credit in general, like you don't pay your bills. Well, you can't ride the regular train. You could take the bus. You can't take the metro. Little things like that. You could live in this neighborhood, but it looks like here online you like thrash metal and not for this neighborhood. You can afford to live in the other neighborhood because here you're a 4. We don't do the 4s here. Shit like that. And then they're gonna be like, wait a second. But by the time that happens, it's too late.
It's too late. Way too late.
You're too passive in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's why I look at and I see the hypocrisy of people too. Same thing with like the protests and stuff. They'll, I went back. There's some people that I know that they have tweets for other countries. And we're talking about violent protests. And they're like, yeah, that's fucking fine.
Yeah.
The government can't say that's just expression. And then here they're like, yeah, punch the protesters in the face. I was like, oh, that's interesting. How that fucking works.
They've been mind fucked is what it is.
You can't live in this neighborhood, Christine says, is already something that is well implemented. Explain that. How is it well implemented? So far, as I understand, if you have the money, you can live wherever you want.
Exactly. Now it's So it's implemented, and you can afford a better lifestyle.
That's not implemented. That's just what it is. You can buy whatever.
That's just what it is.
Yeah, whatever you could aspire to, you can get. But there's no. You're a Greek guy, huh? Or you're a comedian. Not in this neighborhood. No one could stop me now. At this point, if I have the money, I can buy whatever I want.
Exactly. Regardless of your ethnicity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking of jobs more. But yeah, ethnicity, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Now, no, not in our countries. I don't want to hear you talk about India or anything or China because that's what we're trying to avoid. That's the thing. That's in the future. It's not going to matter. If we continue like this, we have a social credit system, and then everyone's scared to say shit online.
No.
They don't want to drop their scores.
No.
They don't want to argue with their bosses. That'll be the worst. You have to take all the harassment. That's going to be amazing. HR doesn't have any more complaints. Because you're like, I could go complain that he grabbed my ass.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to get a fucking low rating.
Fuck.
The next job's not going to hire me because it's going to be in my social credit that I'm a fucking rat or I can't take a joke or whatever the fuck it is. Oof. Yeah, we're going to fall into a weird spot if we do that shit.
Yo.
Because everyone's going to be scared to piss their boss, to piss anyone that could affect their social credit. They're going to be scared to piss them off. So you're just going to have to take it and go home and cry.
Fuck. So gone are the days when I used to tell shitty managers to go fuck themselves.
In Canada, it's not as bad, but in the USA with the redlining Forget it. Living where you live is not a free choice. If you have the money, it is, Christine. If you're talking about voting, I don't know why you're mixing the redlining that they do for voting with. You could, if you have the money, you live wherever you want.
I think she's talking about the way suburbs are brought up or some shit.
Yeah, and the way it's mostly for voting. They fucked up voting.
Yeah.
They did it in a lot of places, so they know where the votes are gonna go. So that like, here you can all vote for this, but we know that you're not enough to vote anyone out. So we're still in charge.
See.
And they also don't get the good supplies of shit, so their schools all suck and stuff. That's a garbage thing, but it has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Okay.
It's completely it's not related.
So
you're worse than that.
So you're telling me she's wrong. So let's say you were all of a sudden you win the lotto and you live in this area.
Yeah.
And you can definitely, regardless of your credit score, whatever, but now because you have the money, you can move out into another neighborhood, regardless of what she just said.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you could buy whatever you want.
I'm just reinstating it in case you didn't understand the first time around.
Yeah, of course. Show me what are you talking about, Christine? You could, if you have the money, buy a house wherever the fuck you want. No one's gonna stop you. They might not like that you're there.
That's a different story.
Yeah, but there are no laws to stop you from.
There you go.
Yeah, no, you can't. You go wherever the fuck you want. But if the way we're going, it's not going to be like that anymore. The thing is, we're black people. We're able to buy houses and interest rates, et cetera, et cetera. Right now, Christine, because again, now I think you're going to race. If I don't know, LeBron James, who I'm assuming still has a lot of money, he seems to be a good businessman. He knows what he's doing. He could buy a house wherever the fuck he wants in the country. No one's going to stop him. That doesn't exist right now.
But he's also Chinese, so.
He's also Chinese, yeah. So maybe that'll be a problem. No, they can't stop you on that right now in North America, right now. No. But in the future, if the criteria changes, it's no longer about how much money you have. If you could buy it, your credit, if you're getting a mortgage, it becomes social credit. So it's like, look, here, yeah, of course, you have the money, you could buy it, but you have to be level 7 and up.
Yeah.
Then you're fucked.
No.
Yeah. It's like Black Mirror.
It's exact. If you guys want to understand this better, go watch the episode of Black Mirror where they do this.
But that was fiction. Remember, that was fiction 2 years ago, yeah.
Oh, bro, I saw something. I was watching Parks and Rec, and I saw something that, it's satire, but it happened in real life, and you're like, and I was like,
what?
Fuck, I can't remember the scene. I think I watched it yesterday.
But before we continue, going back to Christine, you're bringing in different issues. There's huge problems with poverty. There's huge problems with neighborhoods that no matter what you do, you're not going to get out of. They won't even give you business loans. There's all kinds of other problems. It's not related to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because she goes, yeah, well, if you have plenty of money, but like 90% of the people don't have that level of money. Exactly, but you're talking about something completely different.
Yeah.
We're talking about social credit. You're talking about the inequalities in poor neighborhoods, which no one's saying they don't exist. But these are two different topics. And if you want to tackle one, you focus on one to tackle it. You don't bring it into something else. Like, it's like when we talk about why isn't the WNBA making money? Always the thing that comes out is, oh, that's not fair. They should be getting paid as much as NBA players. No one ever brings up the fact that, that it's been losing money since its inception. It doesn't have the same money as an organization to make it. It's not because the NBA players are making a lot of money that the WNBA players aren't making money. That's not the correlation. Actually, the fact that one exists is because the other one's making money and could keep it afloat, even though it's losing money.
Yeah.
That's it. You have to tackle each problem.
Yeah, but people don't want to talk about that. They just like.
Hey, was what you were saying? You were gonna ask a question.
Man, I saw no. I can't remember the scene. I think I have to go back and watch. But there was a moment in Parks and Rec where I was watching. It's clearly satire. Like the whole point of it is satire. But they say something. But like it reminded me of something that happened in real life. I can't remember right now to save my life what the fuck it was. But I think it came from. From what's her face, the blonde in the show, Leslie Knope.
Amy Poehler.
No. Yeah, I think she said something where it's supposed to be satire. I think it had something to do with.
But if you know what it is, this is a weird sentence.
Forget. I'm sorry. Forget everything I said for the past 30 seconds.
I'm sorry.
I'll have to go back and watch it.
I hope Christine finds you and hits you over the head with a fucking 4x4.
I hope she tries.
Or a 2x4 rather, a 4x4. She hits you with a truck. That would be fucking funny.
I hope she tries.
Here's your truck now, bitch. And she just runs you over. That would be kind of funny.
But due to her belief, she shouldn't be allowed to drive it though.
So that's what's happening. I don't know much to tell you guys about the WF except for that shit. That's for me on a small scale. That's the thing that concerns me when I look at it. The rest, we're always applying different economic platforms. We're trying to change shit. That's not an issue. The issue is this whole fucking robotic system of fall in line. That's fucking, you lose your humanity.
100%.
Yeah.
Everyone turns into psychopaths, basically.
No, it's not psychopath. It's just, it starts becoming dark. You need freedom.
No.
You know, freedom's a bad word now. Another thing, that's 1984.
Yeah.
Where they changed the meaning of freedom. They make you question your freedom. Your freedom's selfish, all that shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It's very 1984, yeah?
Yeah, it's very, very, instead of just being open about it. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. They're scared from cryptos. So, Aziz, they're scared of crypto, I guess you're saying. But I heard that the government is freezing crypto wallets. Last I heard, people were telling me, oh, crypto is the way to go because it's not regulated. They can't do anything. If they can't do anything, then how are they freezing crypto wallets? Does anybody know the answer to that?
I think it's because they want to push their own crypto.
Okay, you didn't hear the question. You just, I think you heard crypto, and then you're like, I know what I want to come out of my mouth next. So you waited till I finished my whole sentence.
No.
Didn't listen to it, and then went.
But, okay, hold on. Repeat the question, please. Sorry.
There you go. Did we laugh at Trump flushing down White House documents? I didn't even hear about him doing anything in the toilet. I want to hear about that. He put documents in the toilet. They want to implement a centralized digital currency. Yeah, what I'm saying is, everyone told me crypto wallets are not regulated. The government can't touch them. So if they can't touch them, how are they freezing people's crypto wallets?
Okay, that's where I was going to go with it. Oh, fuck, yeah, it's true. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, because you didn't listen to what I said.
Yeah,
you had an answer before I even asked the question. Sign, by the way, of low intelligence, just for the record.
But hold on. I didn't catch that again. They're freezing people's crypto wallets.
Yeah, that's what Freelance said. She came out and had a press conference, said we're doing this. So I was told I should put everything in crypto, which I'm never going to do, because it's safe.
Yeah.
She came out and said we've also frozen a number and we're freezing crypto wallets. And we're tracking down the wallets that basically, so what they're doing is they're saying that people gave money.
Yeah.
Some of them, they gave crypto. So in order to give crypto, it has to come from your crypto wallet.
Yeah.
What they're saying is that they're working with, I don't know the fuck they're working with. They're tracking down whose wallet did what. And they're starting by freezing those wallets. So you can't sell or buy crypto with those wallets first.
Okay.
And then they're moving on to the actual people. They're trying to figure out who the people are. And then they're going to go after them and ask them serious questions. So what I'm saying is...
How can they do that? That's weird.
I heard you can't trace it. You can't do anything to it. So how is the government now freezing crypto wallets?
I don't think that's possible.
But that's what I've been told. It's not possible. So how are they... She came out and said that.
Like, let's say you have a physical crypto wallet, right?
Yeah.
How are they going to trace it?
That's what I'm asking.
Like, no, I don't think that makes any sense. I think what they're doing is, because there's crypto exchanges...
She said crypto wallet.
You can track crypto exchanges very easily.
Okay, Scotty says crypto is safe on hard wallet, not online platforms though, also known as crypto wallets. But the hard one is hand. So he says if you have your wallet offline, like a physical copy, that's safe. But the second you're online, he says it's not the same thing. Like the crypto wallet's offline. Also, they probably don't really understand how cryptocurrency works. Confirmed by a friend whose dad is a congressman. Okay, again, can anybody answer that? The shit that she was talking about.
I think she was full of shit.
2 days ago. If your crypto wallet is held by a company, then the government can ask them to freeze the accounts. So,
but that's not a crypto wallet. That's a crypto. You're trading on a crypto exchange, like on an exchange thing. But
the Ontario Provincial Police and Royal Canadian Mounted Police ordered all regulated financial firms to cease facilitating any transactions from 34 crypto wallets.
But again, those aren't
tied to funding trucker-led protests in the country. Yeah, I'm not, and that's just extra information. But she actually said it in her press briefing. Then
they're not going after crypto wallets. They're going after because you can have.
So the Ontario Provincial Police, the OPP, and the RCMP ordered all regulated financial firms to cease facilitating any transactions from 34 crypto wallets. So basically, they found 34 people that those crypto. So now they know that these crypto wallets were associated to people that donated to truckers. So they said whoever was funding those wallets, you're putting money in your wallet, you're transferring, stop that. These wallets are so basically if you have your wallet which is anonymous, but you funded it from your bank,
okay,
that bank account is frozen and that crypto wallet's frozen. They're stopping you from doing any transactions. But now they know it's you. That's the other thing. They know it's you because they're freezing your account. So now they associated that crypto wallet with Poseidon.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah. Pantelis is probably an empty threat motivated by misunderstanding of how it works. But that's if you look at the thing before, what Aziz says is that the OPP and the RCMP already did it for 34 wallets.
I think they're seizing crypto exchange accounts. I think that's what's happening.
The police, Christine says, the people they're targeting for the dollars is a lot of the car that were based on the license plate. Okay, but again, you guys are talking about different stuff. I'm just curious about the crypto wallets. First of all, what the government is doing is already fucking insane in a first world country to track down protesters and freeze their funds. That's already absurd. But I'm just curious about how the technology works with the crypto wallets because I was told that that's supposed to be safe. They can't do anything for it. So if now they're freezing them, how the fuck is that? Like, I don't get it. I already didn't get crypto to begin with.
No, I don't think you could do that. I think they're making a mistake. I think maybe people may have donated from a crypto exchange, like sent money from a crypto exchange to somebody else's. Because here's the thing. I'll give you an example. Coinbase, right? Take Coinbase. Are you listening?
We're all regulating firms to cease facilitating any transactions from 34 crypto wallets tied to funding. So they've that means that those 34 crypto wallets that donated money, they've been what's it called? Identified.
Yes.
There's 34 wallets at least that they've been identified. How is that possible? That's what I'm telling you.
I think they're using that term wrong because
you're using the term crypto wallet wrong.
Yes, I think what they did was so
Gary says they might even be lying completely because they're not above that. He goes, they might just be lying.
They might be lying. I think you can't trace. You could go with a prepaid card. I think you could use a prepaid credit card and put money in a wallet. Yeah. It's completely untraceable. I think what they may have identified crypto exchanges. So like Coinbase has Coinbase that you log Coinbase.com. You log in.
Crypto.com.
Crypto.com. You create an account and then you trade coins on that platform. That is like an exchange platform. That is very easily traceable. You put in all your details. Is that you have your you connect your bank account to it, and you could transfer money directly from your bank account to this exchange. Now there's the Coinbase wallet that you can create an infinite amount of, and you get keywords and everything.
I know what I'm saying. What she said right now. Are we guys saying that she's bullshitting?
Yeah, but I think she's bullshitting.
Okay. That's all I'm asking is because I don't understand how this shit works. So I'm just curious to know, is any of this possible? Because what I was always told is you should do this because it's untraceable and that's the future. And then now she says she's freezing these accounts. I'm like, how the fuck is that even possible?
If you send money through an exchange, yes, it's 100% traceable.
Okay, so Christine wrote something. She goes, how there's targeting. She goes, the list consists of 29 Bitcoin addresses, 1 Ethereum address, 1 Cardano address, 1 Ethereum Classic address, the Litecoin address, and 1 Monero address, according to the order. So, but knowing those addresses, what info does that give them? And what can they do with it? So if they have an Ethereum address, right? What does that give them?
They can just send money to it, I think. I don't think you can trade. I don't think that's possible.
Okay, so hold on. So let's say they don't know who the person is, right? Yeah. They're telling banks these crypto addresses, don't allow people to transfer any more money in them.
Possibly.
And if somebody's pulling out, you let us know. The problem is if those are your addresses and then you've already pulled out money from there, then won't they know? Can't they check that?
I don't know. Here's the thing.
I have no idea how this works. I'm just asking.
Because I just know about the crypto wallets and crypto exchanges that there's a difference on that.
Marcy says, or Mark E, not sure, they can't do jack shit.
I think they can't do jack shit, bro. If you were dumb enough to send something through your crypto exchange account, then that's 100% traceable.
And what's the difference?
The difference is an exchange is the money. So let's say you buy crypto on an exchange.
Yeah.
You don't actually own that crypto. So let's say you buy 1 Bitcoin on a crypto exchange like Coinbase.com, right? Yeah. Coinbase still owns that 1 Bitcoin. You're just exchanging it type of thing, you know? So if you want to pull out, you gotta have all your bank accounts connected and everything. This is the exchange, and it takes a few days. Okay. A Coinbase wallet doesn't have any of your details. You just open it, you put passwords, and they give you those 12 words, but I don't know how to explain this.
What did they write? All crowdfunding platforms and the payment services providers they use must now register with the financial transactions and reports and all. So here's another weird thing. So we've been using crowdfunding platforms for a while.
Yeah.
For any group that you want, the crowdfunding, whether it's a protest or anything. And now, because of this, now everything, we got to know who the fuck's sending money where and what. Like, they're so aggressive. It's very undemocratic. It's very unlike Canada. What he's doing is fucking crazy. You know why I just noticed that there's still sun outside. And it's,
this is nice. What time is it?
Spring is on the way, my friend. So yeah, it's just fucked up. It's fucked up. They're going to that depth, but they still haven't released the full flight log of the Lolita Express for everyone to know. The list of Johns that what's her name, Ghislaine Maxwell had of who was banging kids. They have that and they haven't released it. The media doesn't even try to get in there. They try to dox people that donated, but they're not trying to dox that shit, which is we live in a fucked up time. We live in a very fucked up time.
That's weird.
This shit doesn't concern me. I don't give a shit who donated to a protest. Yeah, because it's a democratic country. You're allowed to protest. You're allowed to donate to protest.
Exactly.
You donate $1 million. You can donate $5. I don't care. It's none of my business. But what I would like to know is who's trying to bang my kids.
There you go.
Which authority figure is using their powers for no good?
Yeah.
That I want to know.
Yeah.
That they won't tell me.
Yeah, because
Some people, he says, also have decoy wallets. Oh, that's even great. Breaking news. Cops fighting in front of line was UN troops from special forces that arrived in North Bay, Ontario. Not even Canadian Corps. Wow, that's embarrassing if that's true. That's fucking embarrassing, bro.
I think the reason why I did that is because
they sent the blue helmets. The dudes that fucking the sex trafficking dudes.
But they didn't work.
The UN sex trafficking union came in. We sent in the sex trafficking unit. Don't worry, we got this. That's fucking funny.
That's fucked, bro. But you know why I think he did that? Because I don't think he can actually enforce.
Yeah, Dominic, what's the source of that? Click it there. Christine's right, so we could take a look. That would be that's disgusting. I hope not, bro. That's embarrassing.
But it will make sense why he needed external forces.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't, because it's not an external threat. It's not a threat. It's a bunch of dudes in. Just put the link in the chat. It's a bunch of citizens.
No.
Peacefully put hot tubs, all that shit. No. You're not gonna bring the UN in to fight them. That's insane, dude.
No.
Because you're. Let's say you don't care about. I don't know. Let's say you want everything to be mandated. You don't care about mandates. Let's say you want a curfew every night. You personally, you like curfews. Okay, you want to go. That's fine. That's your prerogative.
Okay, but why don't you imply like?
No, I'm saying then. But they're still allowed to protest. If the Canadians are, you don't believe in that, fine. You do your own protests. They're still allowed. Because if every time someone does something you don't like but is within the law, you come out there and you beat the shit out of them with foreign militaries, then the same thing's gonna happen to you one day. Maybe one day you're gonna be tired of the curfews. What do you want? You want people to fucking stick a baton in your face? You want to get trampled?
Yeah, that's what I've tried telling people, but people don't see that far ahead.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are very small-minded. Yeah, what's your Twitter account? Just share it, Dominic, or if it's the link separated in two or some shit here in the chat so we could try to make it work. I'm very curious to see that, because that would be fucking embarrassing. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. But there was that video of the planes in northern Ontario.
He's losing a lot of credibility, bro. This guy just decided in 1 month, I'm going to tank everything. I had all the scandals that happened, he could have hidden behind like the pandemic. Being like, don't focus on that. I focused on this for 2 years. And then he decides now, he's like, you know what? Fuck my entire legacy.
It's fucked up what's happening, bro. Fucked up.
Alias Hydranius account on YouTube. I don't know what the fuck that is, Dominic, but if somebody finds it as a news source, let me know. YouTube, let's see, you should watch the British cartoon from the 50s based on Animal Farm. Oh, and I think someone bought the rights for Netflix to make a cartoon for Animal Farm.
Really?
Yeah, you guys should read that. It's an easy read. It's something that they should show children.
I'm getting mine tomorrow.
Your Animal Farm? Oh, your copy of the book.
The copy of the book, yeah.
It's an easy read. Just goes to show you it's a bunch of, it's Orwell.
No.
Just animals on a farm that overthrow the farmer. And then they have their own unions, and then there's leaders, and then you read it's tongue-in-cheek about communism.
No.
And it's an allegory about all that, but then also just how people are in general. And there's a lot of, like, the dog thing is very interesting because it's what they do to kids, basically. It's like, we have to save them to the future. So the dogs has a the dog has a litter of puppies, and they take them and they say it's to keep them safe because that's our future. And then when one of the pigs named Napoleon is doing a coup d'etat over Snowball, another pig, his guard dogs are those dogs. Those dogs are back, but now they're not puppies anymore. They're bigger, right? It's the children, but they've been indoctrinated, and they're basically working against their own interest and the interest of their people. Because they don't know any better. And then everybody's like, oh, fuck, we gave this guy. And then he takes the ideas of the guy before, because it was about a windmill. Like, we should have energy. We need a windmill. And he's like, that's a stupid idea. And after they kick him out, he's like, so we're going to put all our resources to get a windmill. And like, but I thought the reason why we fought that guy, like the reason why you were against him and you exiled him, is because he's like, no, we never said we're against windmills. That's like fake news. That never happened. And then they start second guessing themselves. Like, really? I was sure that you were against that. No, we were never against it. We were like all the shit that the news cycle does now. So it's I think that's the kind of shit that kids should read, at least in high school. Yeah. Just to get them prepared for, there's a lot of fuckery out there. Yeah. It's a good one. Anyways, Animal Farm. Joker says, if Poseidon can't read it, it's not an easy read. No, he can read it. If he could read 1984, he could read Animal Farm. Animal Farm is a way easier read. Actually, we'd have less problems if more kids, like let's say high school students, they would give them proper fucking literature and they would read Animal Farm and they would have some kind of like social consciousness about this kind of stuff instead of fucking ripped shitty textbooks. Yeah, I'm lucky that I got into reading when I was young. It helped. Oh yeah, Animal Farm. It's been years since I read it. Gonna reread it now. Yeah, it's very pertinent to right now. Very, very. And then how they separate it. That's why I tweeted it yesterday. When they go, 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. That's the simplest way, so that the dumbest animal can understand that that's the enemy. Not 2 legs bad. 4 legs good, Poseidon. So, and that's what they're doing to us now. They did it for years. They were plotting on who's your enemy. Think about who our enemies have been the past couple of years, how they changed.
It's true.
Our enemies were who?
I was thinking about this the other day.
The Muslims.
The Muslims.
Muslims are our enemies.
Who else?
Black people and
Black
white people.
And white people.
Yeah.
Who else?
Whoever votes for socialism, whoever votes for conservatism.
Yeah.
Left, right, politics.
Left, right.
Yeah.
What else?
Now it's the whole. Now it's this. It's freedom lovers. Yeah. So they go. It's too much now. Conservative it doesn't encompass enough.
Gun
people.
owners.
Gun owners, non-gun owners.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah. There's always it's always us versus them.
Christians.
Nah, not really. They're just any religion now is mostly viewed upon wrongly because the new religion is coming in.
Yeah.
The Great Reset shit, all that. So you have to adapt to that.
Bro, this is insane what we're living. Yeah. I never thought I'd live something like this.
It's fucking fun though. You're seeing the destruction of society, Poseidon. Yep. Get excited about it. The woman that is one of the leaders of the convoy, her husband said the protests are legal based on our First Amendment, right? Well, this isn't. It's a different constitution. They are legal, but it's not because of the. Yeah. It's not because of the U.S. Constitution.
She said that.
She said that the husband said that. I don't know what the husband meant because if it's not.
Well, because
it's in the wrong country.
Yeah, it's in our charter and rights.
No, it's 100% legal here. It's not protesting. If protesting wasn't legal, we'd have another issue. Protesting is legal. That's not. But it is funny that he would say that.
He quoted the wrong paper.
Yeah, that would be like me saying, "Of course I have a shotgun, bro. Second Amendment." Bro, you're in Canada. Yeah, there's something funny about that. Pantelis, another interesting read is Les Armées des Ombres by Joseph Kessel about the French resistance during World War II. Courtney Gray says, Pantelis,
there was a resistance?
Gray. Yes, I am.
Hold on.
Animal Farm is an easy read. Middle schoolers could. Yeah, middle schools, fucking kindergartners should read it. However, understand the implications of themes of it might be difficult. But that's why, Courtney, I'm saying high schoolers should be given it, not kids. It's an easy read, but it's kids are just going to see animals fighting. Yeah. And there's two, you don't want to...
But I just want to go back a second. Hold on. There was French resistance during World War II?
Yeah, there was. Believe it or not. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
They didn't resist initially. The resistance was underground.
Okay, like later on type of shit.
No. It was underground. There was a whole other issue with the French army and the leaders and all that. That was another problem. But actual French people, they had a whole underground. Vive la Résistance. They had a whole underground movement. They were
really. I didn't know that.
You didn't know where Vive la Résistance comes from?
I thought it came from like times of the king.
Times of war. No, but they were they had their French resistance was a big important thing.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't read up on any like French lore of World War II.
Because once they got fucked over and they basically the Nazis walked in, they're like, okay, well, what are we gonna do? So head on, you couldn't do anything. So you have to go to guerrilla warfare. It's not a mountainous region; it was all cities. So cities and towns. So they went
Through
under
the lanes.
They went underground. Yeah, secretive stuff.
Hey, that reminds me of the Greeks when we were.
Christine says the queen, who she believes is dead since October, has COVID. Oof. Yeah, it is from the French Revolution, Christine. Was there a German resistance? No, they were cool with it. Christine, you believe that the queen's been dead since October, but they would hide it?
Okay, I've read conspiracy theories like this.
Can you guys tell me?
Okay, I've read certain stuff that a lot of the people you see in media, the Queen, Hillary Clinton, all that, they've actually been assassinated for child sex trafficking.
Okay, that's absurd.
Sorry, they've been executed. Sorry.
No, that's absurd.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. But
now the queen, I could believe if she had died and because of everything that's happening, they don't want to stress people out. I could believe that maybe, and it's easier to hide because you don't see her anywhere. She's in the palace. But Hillary Clinton, she's still alive, and she doesn't matter that much. Like the United States is not going to stop moving because Hillary Clinton died.
Yeah. But why would the UK stop moving if the Queen died?
Oh, it would be super big mourning. Super big mourning.
Mourning, yes, I understand. But why would? I mean, they have an infrastructure that doesn't require the Queen.
Christine says she hasn't been seen since. They said in October that she's entering a new era or some shit. Huh. Look, it's not it's not the most ridiculous conspiracy theory that we've put up here. Courtney is with civilian resistance. Poseidon, are you serious? The French resistance of World War II is so famous. It is almost a subsection of historical fiction. Courtney's saying that to you about not knowing that they resisted.
Okay, but I didn't know.
But it is that's why I told you I was surprised that you didn't know about World War II because it was huge. The French resistance was a big thing. Like they really everything they could. They had underground networks, messages. They would work with other countries. They had people coming from other countries to work together. They would send people they were adamant about getting the Nazis out of there. Like they were pissed.
Really?
Yeah, like fuck you. Because there's a lot of history. There's like if you look back at what happened with the kings and the French Revolution, and like hold on a second, what are we doing? We fight, we do this so we can be free, and now we have these fucking Germans. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. So they took it as a point of pride, yeah. So the military and the people that led it were not good at the time.
Yeah.
And they got fucked over. But the regular people were not accepting that shit.
No.
They're like, fuck you.
Good. I'm gonna go read up about it. I'm curious.
There's so many stories. Like, and I don't mean like fairy tales. I mean like actual stories, like crazy shit that happened during the Second World War.
But I love World War II shit. My love for World War II stuff started with Saving Private Ryan when I watched it as a kid.
Hillary Clinton is alive and laughing because now the law is looking at Trump's emails. I don't know why that would make Hillary laugh. She also, I just found last week that she was fucking paying people to say that the Russians were working with him and all. Bro, that's why politics, bro. They're all fucking stupid. Well, she said that he's flushing documents, Christine. Why would you flush documents down the toilet? Isn't everything digital anyway?
That doesn't make sense.
And why would you flush it down the toilet? Just throw it out. Set it on fire.
Yeah.
Wouldn't setting it on fire get rid of it? Now you can't read it.
You know what?
Down the toilet, if somebody finds it wet.
It feels like they just released that to make fun of him. It's just like a tabloid type of shit.
Epstein's guy, what's his name? Jean Brumel, dead. Yeah. He hung himself also. Conveniently, the cameras turned off at that time. It's just a coincidence, guys. Keep moving. Nothing to see here. David's here. Hello, David. Laurent Turcotte says, let's see. Laurent Turcotte did a bunch of videos on France. He's an expert. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, the French Revolution is pretty... Well, not the French Revolution, but the resistance during World War II is pretty... Well, the revolutions, there's a lot of good stories there too, but if you're talking about World War II, check that shit out.
No.
Yeah, you didn't know, huh?
But the French thing, no. I
just crazy.
Just in, what you see regurgitated all the time.
That they're pussies?
Yeah.
And they because initially...
No.
They just walked in.
No.
I think from Brussels. Like, they just walked in.
No.
I think two dudes on bikes took over France.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
How?
It was two dudes on bikes or those motorcycles. They came and they said, here's the papers, bro. We win. And the French were like, all right.
Oh, shit, eh?
Yeah, because they were completely fucked over. They tricked them with where they were. So France's military.
Oh, yeah, I remember the whole line.
Was in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I remember.
So they're like, we're here, we're going to defend it. And they're like, yeah, there's two guys in motorcycles already at the Eiffel Tower saying that this is part of Germany now. What?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Hold on, I have a question.
Go.
Okay, let's say they set up a line.
Yeah.
But then two guys got through.
Yeah.
have a question.
Yeah.
Why would you just be like, okay, it's yours now?
I know. So that's a topic for another day. They
so
rescued
weird.
Allied fighters. They moved Jews and others into Switzerland so that the Swiss could steal all of the Jews' gold. Never trust the Swiss. They stole a lot of shit. There were so many civilians. Yeah, it was all civilian. It was mostly civilians. And they did a lot of crazy shit. There's so many cool stories about that. You should look into it. Hillary came out with a cap written on it, but her email the day some court came down on Trump's documents. Oh, that's why I said she's laughing. She's trying. They're putting on fake faces. But if they would all get fucked, if the law was real,
Yeah.
they would all be in jail.
Yeah, 100%.
But if you learn about civilians resistance fighters, we would learn how much change we as individuals can make if we fight. That's true. So now it's a war. It's because it's turned into a war of attrition of who's going to give up first. Let's say governments, media, or the people. So now they're scrambling. So now the big enemy of, I don't want to say elites because it's more of the political class or anyone that's in charge, like the managerial system, the managerial class. Their big threat now is the one thing that we were pushing for 20 years. Information, freedom of information. That turned into their biggest threat. Because when they were pushing for freedom of information, they were also the only ones supplying information. So the freedom of information was really the facility for you to receive propaganda. That's what it was. It's so much easier for me to have a press conference, I say something, and then I get into Poseidon's house on his cell phone everywhere, and there's a narrative. The problem is things changed. Things changed along the way. So now I have a podcast. You can have a podcast. There's another news guy. There's a guy who recorded on his phone Trudeau, let's say, lying.
Yeah.
Like, I have evidence. And now they put that out. Now information is dangerous to them because now they can't control the narrative all the time.
Yeah.
So it starts getting scary. Same thing with the truck. We've changed on the truckers. It was, of course, don't show up here. Don't show. First it was that, don't come to Ottawa. There's about 20 people coming to Ottawa. It's not a big deal. Fringe, don't come. Then more people jump on. Like, what do you mean 20 people? Fuck you. More and more people came on. It's fringe. It's white supremacists. And then the Indians came out. The union of the Sikhs and all that. They came out like, what the fuck are you talking about, white supremacists? They're like, fuck that. Okay, they're just rabble rousers. There's just this. There's just that. Then when they brought the kids with them, like, look, they're endangering their kids' lives. Kids are there. So then they brought bouncy houses, all that. And then they go, look at how they don't care about the law. They're in hot tubs and they're trying their best to change the narrative. Instead of just saying, okay, look, something's out of hand. Why are people so pissed? Let's talk about it. Which is what a functioning government, a logical one would do. Like, oh, whoa, what the fuck's the problem? Yeah. Like, oh, well, obviously we don't want to revolt, but let's talk to you. The reason why I did this is because of X, Y, Z reason. Yeah. It's not what can we negotiate? You know, we're supposed to be working for the people. So what are we doing, right? None of that. It all went out the window. Yeah. Ego took over and all that shit, and it suppressed information. Yeah. So it gets scary. It's a dangerous. It's a dangerous. Let's see. Thomas says, "Be careful, Pantelis. I'm Swiss." And yes, we made a lot of shit with clean and cause we are neutral. Yeah, that's what they did. They go, we're neutral, so they stole a lot of shit.
Yeah, that I knew about. Yeah. But you know, it feels like their goal is to cause civil unrest. Because what happened in Kazakhstan before all those riots and shit, the gas prices skyrocketed. Yeah, bro. Same thing's happening here, my friend.
Yeah, the fucking gas prices are up.
We're at $1. Bro, I saw an article that made me want to break down walls. They're like, hey guys, good news. Price is going down on the gas. 4 cents. Yeah. 4 cents, bro. What the fucking 80?
Yeah. There's a lot. There's the other one that said inflation being up is a sign of the economy recovering. They're just saying nonsense so that people could calm down. Because a lot of dumb people will accept it. Someone will be like, yeah, we're going to have to take your house. You're going to be homeless because everything's getting better. You're going to have a great life out there being homeless. And people will be like, fuck yeah, nature, baby. This was good for me because they told me that. It's like, no, bro, you're homeless. What are you talking about? Think about it. They're telling you something, but think about how that applies to you.
I can't wait to see the look on people's faces when it costs you.
If you're the same fucking, if you go to the grocery store and you buy the same shit every week, and you make the same amount of money, and from 1 week it goes from $100 to $300, and you're making the same money, so it is costing you 3 times as much. Yeah. How the fuck are they spinning it in your head and you're accepting that's a good thing? How the fuck?
Indoctrination?
No, I'm saying you gotta think a bit. Courtney says the freedom of information is a double-edged sword on the internet. Because for all the truth, you're also finding, what is it? Let's see, you're finding a specific needle in a needle factory. Yeah, if you're searching for truth. Not just that, there's also a lot of misinformation too.
Yeah, 100%.
Think about, conspiracy theories, fucking flat Earth.
Well, the latest one Veron actually told me on our podcast on In Bed with Poseidon, but I'm like, it doesn't make sense. There was the theory that the Holocaust never happened, which is completely retarded.
Well, what's the theory based on?
The theory they're saying that was completely fabricated and was lies. That the Jews spun up to get a country.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of shit, right?
There's evidence, bro.
So the 6 million deaths never really occurred, but it's easily.
That's like what Iran was saying. That's what the old guy from Iran is saying.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's easily debunked because all you have to do is be like, okay, so Germany just participated to. No, there's other ways to debunk it. There's other ways too, but you know what I mean? Like, look at Auschwitz. They just put up Auschwitz. Like, and then there's people online saying, no, Auschwitz is like a Disneyland. They built it to make it.
You used to go on rides there.
Yeah. So
but there's a lot of shit like this.
But this can be debunked easily.
But there are still people that believe it.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm telling you. Imagine there are still people that believe that, and that's not coming from a government. And there's still people who believe that. They could do their own research, figure out, you're like, this doesn't add up, and still people believe it. So now imagine when misinformation or disinformation comes from the government. You know how hard it is to get someone to be like, wait a second, that doesn't fucking make any sense. Even though we've been just 20 years, bro, we've been lied. We got into wars, bro, because of lies.
Yes.
That we know are lies. We know are lies. And we know what's fucked up. Think about this. This is what's crazy about Canada. So we sent troops, went to Afghanistan. This is all because of 9/11, right? Afghanistan had nothing to do with 9/11. We were there for years. Soldiers died. People there's amputees for something that we had no business being in. The U.S. didn't have any business being there either. It had nothing to do with anything. They got tricked into going to war. Young American kids, Canadian kids were going to Iraq, bro. Dying. Kids dying for people's fucking oil money. Yeah. And to sell weapons, okay? Nonsense reasons. There was no weapons of mass destruction. Yeah. And yet, when we see the people that were the people, there's obviously many layers. I guarantee you it gets even deeper than that, but we know the Saudis, for example. No. And yet, instead of being like, wait a second, Saudi Arabia, the government, what the fuck? Why would you guys fund hijackers? We have a problem with you. Instead, what are we doing? We're selling weapons to them. We're helping the Saudis kill the Yemenis people. So I don't understand, why did American kids, Canadian kids die based on a lie? And then when you look back at at least the funding of those initial hijacks and all that, when you see Saudi Arabia, why aren't we asking questions? Why are we helping them now kill other people? If they're the enemy. I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying if you go down, none of this makes any sense. We were lied into all this shit. We were 100%. Lied into wars. We're lied into hatred, fear.
And then
people still believe it. People still like, the government said, the news said. The news told us Afghanistan. The news told us Bin Laden. The news told us war with Iraq. This is what we have to do. And it was all lies. And we still did it. No. People died. People died on our side. People died in Iraq. People died now in Syria. What's happening? People died in Afghanistan.
Children got bombed. There's
children are still dying now. Fuck the Yemenis. We're contributing. Canada's contributing to fucking kids getting bombed in the Middle East.
And the ones that survive will grow up with irreparable trauma.
Obviously, bro, they're getting bombed.
Yeah.
So all and yet still people are like, why would the government lie? That's all they do is they bullshit us.
Yeah.
Courtney says Holocaust denial is more and more plausible the further into the digital age we get, because very few people will ever be able to see/hear tangible evidence if it happened. Oh yeah, like let's say, what irrefutable evidence is there? Well, irrefutable would be, what is irrefutable? Because technically what we have now is documentation, and we have a lot of stories, families.
Okay.
So she said, like, let's say the further we go into digital age, right? Let's say you go into 100 years from now. No one that was around directly at the time is alive anymore.
Okay, so?
Okay. What do you mean? Okay, so no one is directly alive anymore. Places that existed, there's no more evidence there. It's just a wall. There's nothing there anymore, right? There's no evidence. All you have is the digital transcripts of what occurred, right?
Yeah.
So in that time, if people start saying, it was fake, it's so much easier to believe, it was probably fake, because you don't have the direct link anymore.
Okay, I see what you
mean.
It
becomes more, it starts becoming, like, when you add time to it, it starts becoming mythology, which is why it's very important when something's important. These times now, when we're in the mix between digital and analog, you have to maintain important historical documents. You have to talk about things. You have to be more transparent. It's something we're not getting from our leaders. Transparency scares the shit out of them. Yeah. Look at Snowden. Look at Assange. They both can't go back home. They can't for calling out the government on bullshit they were doing to us.
Yeah.
Spying on us. Fucking fake wars. And they're the enemy. And no one's speaking out. No one's protesting. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways. Christina's a legit question. The emergency thingy they're trying to pass is crap, but putting that aside, Should there be some kind of tracking of who and where is funding stuff, especially if political? But that question is vague, because are you talking about the GoFundMe thing? Because the GoFundMe is anybody could fund anything, and GoFundMe is not allowed to have, like, let's say a terror thing. But I don't think there should be tracking if you're, it's your money. It's for example, any other nonprofit. Let's say I want to fund, let's say we give shit to Shidoris or whatever. There's no document of that. They're not going to be like, yo, Pantelis dropped off fucking X, Y things. I don't want there to, like, it's not that I don't want there to, but I don't care. But it's like, why would that be documented?
Yeah.
So then if I document to a homeless shelter, let's say, let's say if I donate to a homeless shelter, I'll use the logic of the convoy thing. We need help. There's homeless people. Just like they said, we need help right now. The government's out of control. We're going to go protest. I'm like, shit, I'm fine for that. Let's say give fucking $1 million. Or I'm Pantelis, I give $10.
Yeah.
Do the same thing with a homeless shelter. We need to help these guys. We need some food, some clothing. Give some money. I give $10. Down the line, some homeless guy kills another homeless guy, which is more. That's not what happened at the protest, but I'm even going more extreme.
Yeah.
Like, all right, who the fuck funded this murder? Let's look back and see the donations that that allowed these people to come in here and do this. That would be crazy, because the donation is not for whatever you're against at this point. And this is if the protesters had killed people. I'm saying on even another level. That's not what happened. The government was just pissed that they were there.
Yeah.
It's not like somebody went there and they're like, all right, we're going to take down the Jews, or we're going to do this. That's not what happened at all.
Yeah.
So that's why I find it crazy, because then all you're doing is you're scaring people from donating to shit. Kind of anything. But let's say the Christian group of X place is giving millions to anti-abortion cause to push laws and stuff. But again, that's not an open GoFundMe platform. That's called, people fund shit all the time. That's lobbying. People do that all the time. They do it right now. I'm telling you right now, Christine, as we sit here and we speak, there are all kinds of bribes, all kinds of shit happening that you should look into. That's not what we're saying here. Because these rules, you apply them to GoFundMe, they still won't apply to the lobbies that you want it to be applied to. So that's what's happening with Big Pharma. Big Pharma gets kickbacks, which is a huge conflict of interest. Huge conflict of interest. If you're pushing shit on people and there's money involved, there's profits involved. There shouldn't be profits when it comes to healthcare, and there are. That's what also came down to which one from the Moderna Pfizer you're going to push more on people, depending on. So there's a lot of there's a lot of fuckery always going on, especially in the States. It's worse than here. The States, the lobbying is out of control. Yeah, out of control. Not that it's in control here, but it's just bad. So it's just, if you want to apply that, I say you apply it to government. We need to know who's funding our government and that. But do I give a shit? Does it matter who is subscribed to the Patreon? Does that matter? So if Poseidon, I don't know, if Poseidon sets a homeless guy on fire, should everyone that's a patron be looked into as contributing to his domestic terror? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're
right. It's a very slippery slope.
Yeah.
It's a very slippery slope. It's a very slippery slope.
Because then you could go as far as...
well, if you keep going different degrees, and it's crazy because we go different degrees with this shit, but we don't go different degrees with when people ask, like, hey, Trudeau, why was your friend a pedophile? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm just in photos with him. I'm just in photos with him. Yeah. And we just hung out a bit in college. Okay, well, let's look into that. No. That's a crazy thing to make. Yeah. Wait, you wore blackface numerous times. Doesn't that make you a racist? Isn't that the correlation? Nah, look, it doesn't make me a racist. Don't look deep in that. Like, we only look deep into shit that we want to. Yeah. Anytime we try to make provisions for safety, Courtney says, or security, we give up liberty and privacy. Yeah. That's what happened with the Patriot Act in the U.S.
And by that logic, like you were saying, then all the people that bought bagels from Fairmount.
Yeah, when the murder-suicide thing happened, they contributed to that. Yeah,
they contributed.
If you go down the rabbit hole. But everyone's going to say, I did not contribute to a murder rape.
Yeah, I wanted fucking bagels.
I contributed to getting the bagel.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing now. Everyone that I know that donated to the convoy, that's talking about the convoy, was all about, no, man, people have to have freedom, medical freedom, and, to drop the mandates, which the mandates are being dropped by all the provinces. So clearly, it wasn't just the truckers that believed in it. The fucking provinces, the government believes in that shit
and
too.
Other countries around.
And other countries around, too. So it wasn't anything crazy. So now if you tell me, well, I found a Nazi there, so you contributed to that, now you're pushing it. Now you're pushing
Which we don't even know if it was a real Nazi, because then there was also videos that came out.
But even if it was, let's say a real Nazi showed up, all 8 of them that exist in the country, an actual Nazi showed up. He's like, Geivenflugen, whatever the fuck. They actually showed up. That has you can't control that. It's like, all right, bro, get the fuck out of here.
A, you can't, and B, the reports came out saying that it was people that, this is a little bit dumb if this is real what the person did. he put the swastika next to the Canadian flag to show this is what our country will become. Do you want Canada to become like the Nazis?
Yeah.
So he was using that as an example, apparently, which is still kind of stupid to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Either way, I'm just saying it's very Christine. That's my thing about this is if it was I don't know if it was like an ISIS thing, like people are raising money for a terror attack.
No.
Oh yeah, you got to look into who's funding this because
That's
the
a
people.
different story.
Yeah, because the people funding this, their goal is terror, it's violence.
Yeah.
But if someone's funding, they're like, yeah, fucking medical freedom, protest, and then they become terrorists by association because the government has decided that if anybody speaks out against us, now you're a terrorist.
No.
First of all, the truckers shouldn't have even been there this long.
Yeah.
The second the mandate started dropping to the provinces, Trudeau should have negotiated. They're like, all right, this is already happening. There's no reason for us to keep fighting.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out. Where's the gap between us? Try to find a middle line. We're gonna move forward as a country.
That's what a real leader would
That's
have
what
done.
a real leader would have done, not this bullshit.
No.
Because I'm telling you, I don't feel bad for him. The only people I feel bad for are obviously people getting arrested, all that shit. But I feel bad for the people that live there and they can't get to work.
No.
They can't. That's fucked up, bro. You're like, God, I just want to go get paid.
Yeah.
So that's fucked up. And they didn't do anything. They didn't make these rules. Christine says, my question was more to protect from other countries funding protests or riots or siege or whatever. But we're siege. We're not being
What?
like that. These are fucking weird mainstream media news that there's Ottawa's not being sieged, and it's fucking that's hyperbole. That is insane. You know, if we and it's not just raising. And by the way, we do it all the time, man. Canada funds, like I said, Canada is behind a lot of the bombings that are happening.
Didn't
in
Trudeau
Yemen.
give a ton of money to like for weapons and shit? Apparently.
Yeah, for Ukraine also.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing that. Yeah, and that's legit.
So hold on. So we want to attack people that are giving money because like
To other countries. So, yeah.
do people not realize the hypocrisy? Do people not realize it? He literally gave money
To a foreign body
to
to fight
another foreign body,
Yeah.
so they could get weapons and shit. And then people, because like because people believe if they want to get vaccinated or not, it should be freedom of choice.
So June Hope
Are you insane?
dropping a super chat of £4.5, my friend, pounds all the way from Great Britain, says, watching in horror in Great Britain, we're shocked that the media here is like, what the fuck, Canada has fallen? At this moment, Iran is more free. At this moment, I don't know if Iran is more free because none of our gay people are getting thrown off roofs. So we're still freer than that shit. Let's not exaggerate too much, but it is not a good look for us.
I haven't hit a sidewalk curb yet.
It's not a good look for us. Yeah. Poseidon hasn't fallen on the sidewalk yet. But
If you see me on a sidewalk one day,
yeah, they killed another gay man. So we're not that bad yet. It's a bad look for us, but it does not represent the country.
100%.
We're not actually individually as divided as the politicians make us and the mainstream media makes us out to be. Because like I said, I see both sides. I understand it. I see it. I see that we find a middle ground, especially for Ottawa citizens that are trying to get to work and they want to sleep. I see that there needs to be a middle ground. And I'm not the only one. There's nothing special about me. Majority of people are like, yeah, okay, there's something there. Obviously, you're going to find extremes. You're going to find people who are like, burn down the parliament. We don't need any form of government. You're going to have other people who say, kill every person protesting. If the government says it, you have to listen. Obviously, there's extremes, but it does not represent the majority of Canadians.
Most people, bro, you know what they want? They want to live a nice life, have a roof over their head.
Yeah, be calm.
Eat,
Their
be
family's
calm,
safe. Yeah.
Watch some stuff on TV. You know what I mean? They want to enjoy life. They want to work. They want to work because most people understand that it's important for our society.
Yeah.
But most people also they don't want to overwork. They want to enjoy life too. Yeah. Most people, that's what they want. They just want to work and enjoy life.
Yeah. So Courtney says, socialists and I do not speak out because I wasn't a socialist. Then when they came for me, there was no one left to speak. Oh yeah. I know, but that's why you have to speak out, even if it's someone that you don't like. If what they're doing is right or legal, but you don't agree with it, you have to protect their ability and allow them to do it. You know what I mean? As long as it's, like I said, it's legal, it's not hurting anyone. I can't go out now and stop other YouTube channels who have 100% contrary shit to what we do. Like we like comedy, they like drama, let's say. I can't stop them off from doing it because that's not what I'm doing. I don't like that or whatever. That would be crazy.
Let's also to go even further, like some people saying like,
Christine says, what I'd like to see is if Christian United of Texas, I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's a group, gives $10 million to a Christian freak in Alberta to lobby against abortion laws in Canada. That's what I mean. But I think that happens, Christine. I think that's what lobbying is. I think that happens all the time now because our government, most of the entities that they get lobbied against, the pharmaceutical companies, oil, are all foreign. They're not local, most of them. So that's happening right now, yeah. Now, the abortion thing and stuff also has to do with sensibilities of different states and countries. So for us, you keep talking about that specifically a lot. You bring up abortion, but I don't think that's something we could change now in our country because we also have a sensibility as a country, as a culture, that it's not something that people are going to want to move. The only thing that could happen now, Christine, is there's a lot of people who may have fucked up the abortion argument against their favor. So let's say, right, for example, let's say you're super against, or no, you're super for abortion. You're like, it's the mom's right to choose. There's a lot of people like you who say that, but at the same time, this whole time I've been saying you don't have the right to choose if you get a vaccine or not. So what happened is now a lot of those people fuck themselves over because the future, this is what I'm saying about, it's not about me right now. It's going to be about in the future. You may have fucked yourself in the future because now when the argument comes up, people are going to tell you, no, go fuck yourself. Remember when you said, no, it's a sacrifice. You could control other people, this and that. So people are going to say, well, you don't have the right to kill a kid. It's
a sacrifice for future generations.
So that's why people don't, that's what I'm saying. They fall into this trap. They do these dumb things and then they eat it in the end. But I don't think, Christine, for that specific thing, I don't see that changing in Canada because we're not really a type of people. Even the gay rights thing shocked me for the longest time that there was a debate whether it's none of your business. Like we're not that kind of country that you get involved in people's personal lives and tell them who you can marry, what you're going to do. It's the way I know Canada, it's abhorrent. It seems off of our like we're off our rockers to get involved in that kind of shit.
Yeah, 100%.
I've always found that weird.
But I have one question for Christine.
Did I say Christina? I might have said Christina. Sorry, Christina.
But how would cause she said like a church group from Texas gave $10 million to a priest?
No. She's just saying like she's just asking a question. She's saying,
oh, okay. She's saying, never mind.
Yeah, she's just saying, how does it work right now if foreign entities are able to give. Like, and they could pass, forget GoFundMe. Let's say right now, she's trying to say, is it legal? Like, if I lobby, let's say there's a politician in the U.S., and if this guy can lobby and get this new podcast international deal through, our podcast here is going to make $1 million. Can I pay this guy 20 G's and he lobbies it? Technically, you shouldn't. It's frowned upon, but that's what happens. Lobbying, Ottawa, Canada, anywhere around the world.
Yeah, it's not illegal.
It should be, and I think it is, but they don't care. They let it happen all the time, and they do it to each other. They all jerk each other off. They all make money, and in the end, we eat the dick. That's what always happens. God damn it.
In other words, go into politics if you want to...
No, don't go into politics, guys. We'll fight the politicians. Just honestly, here, bro, you know what the break is, and we've said this many times. The break is detach from that shit. Whatever you say on the fight. Don't hate your fucking neighbor, whether they fucking vote right, left, abortion, no abortion. Fucking find a middle ground. Talk to people. Try to be civil. It's the only thing, because they don't give a shit about you. The news, they don't give a fuck about you. They can have you separate. Like I said, all the enemies that they created. Your enemy, I'm telling you right now, your enemy is not the black guy. Your enemy is not the Muslim guy. Your enemy is not the freedom-loving woman, the conservative woman, the I don't know, the whatever you want, right? No. None of these people are your enemy.
Even the Christines aren't your enemy.
Christines are 100% not your enemy. None of these people, none of the other people like you, no other human being, they're not the enemy. The people pulling the strings, they're the enemies. And until everybody fucking figures that out and looks up and be like, hey, wait a second. This is fucking stupid. Why am I mad at him? We're not going to get through this. People have different varying opinions. No one wants to kill you.
Yeah.
By no one, I mean regular people. The tops. They don't mind killing.
Yep.
So be civil to each other. Join patreon.com/Pantelis. Get some new episodes. I got a funny episode with the boys. Up there right now, Pantelis Podcast with Amarez and Gabriel Omassi, Montreal comics and podcasters. Finally convinced them to get on the podcast game. They're two funny fuckers. The episode is up on Patreon right now and it's fucking hilarious. It'll be up for everyone else tomorrow. New episode dropping this week with Jacques Rougeau and Jeremy Prophet on Patreon, and then next week on other platforms. 2 Drink Minimum is back this week because I'm back from my injury. So you guys are going to get some enjoy. My back is back. Hey. We're back, baby. Yeah, thank you guys for doing this. I know it's fucked up. Thank you guys for being in the chat. Good to hear I'm not your enemy, Christine says. I know times are fucked up right now, guys. Try your best to just be fucking civil. Sometimes you speak with people and it gets, crazy, it gets heated. Try your best to be civil because there's a lot of negativity. And in the end, what the fuck do we care about? We're here for a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourselves. Be happy. Come out to shows, actually. You want to be happy? We're going to start announcing soon our dates in English and French. My dates, stand-up comedy live. You might see Poseidon there. You might not. You probably will. So we'll have those dates up for you shortly. Obviously, Patreon gets them first. We want to thank you guys. Much love. Take care of yourselves and your families. But in the end, please, go fuck yourselves.
Live fast.